Alright. Now let me make you a token real quick. Braca. Or is it Braca?
Braca.
Braca. Alright. Oh, and I did make those tokens for your magic and your familiar. So you should see those in there now, right?
Check.
It should be under resources.
Awesome. I see him. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, so I got the... Now, is this custom art you have here for your avatar, or is this just like a internet download? Braca. Are you there? I don't hear you if you're talking, Braca.
Oh, I just got back. Sorry.
I was asking, is this custom art, or is this like just some
Oh,
download from the internet?
I just grabbed it off Google Image.
Okay. So I'll just use the token then. What are we on? The world map right now? Alright, so is this acceptable for your token? I think only... Well, actually, no, everyone can see it. Does that work?
Where am I seeing it?
Right here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, excellent.
Perfect.
So
How do I get rid of this turn order thing?
I think you can double click it to minimize it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yep, there it is. I was like, I've never seen this before.
Oh, are you completely new to Roll20?
No, I use it for a couple other campaigns. This is the first time I've seen the turn order thing, like little thing pop up.
Oh, okay. So for initiative, you mean? Alright.
Yeah, it's just like a little pop-up window that was like letting me know that I could like click something to bring it up.
Oh, okay. And goblins, that's 60 feet of night vision, right?
I do believe so, yeah.
Alright. So give your token some sight. Give you some HP. Looks like I might have to put a max HP. Yeah, it just has current, so let me add max HP. There we go. And alright, you should be all you should be all set.
Cool, thank you.
So just quick to check really quick, could you drag your token from the journal onto the map here, just to make sure it pops out correctly?
Where'd it go?
So if you go into the... Oh, it's under character info, player characters.
I got it. Yep. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, great. Excellent. All set. So, I believe last time we had Gnarl as the scribe, right?
Yeah, that was me. I regret to inform you that my scribe abilities were amazing, but also on my other computer at home, so I am not able to... I'm going to have to go by part of my memory.
Alright, that's okay. So you haven't put them into the journal yet?
No, because I haven't been at home, so I haven't been able to and put them in home, and I don't have my my personal computer with me right now.
Alright, that's fine. Just do me a favor and put like a placeholder in the journal, just so if the next person posts it doesn't... Yeah, and then you can edit that later. Speaking of next scribe, Morgren, it would be your week to scribe if you're okay with that.
I'm not the best at taking notes, but I can try.
Yeah, I mean, it can be as elaborate or not as elaborate as you wish. Some people do, like, character story. Some people do bullet points. So just kind of a way to keep a log of, from your perspectives, what's happening in the group. because my notes are filled with stuff that you guys can't know. So
You shall not
We'll
see
be right back in a second, okay?
yeah, that's
Sure.
fine. And Barrett, you would be up for next week. Just letting
Okay.
you know. So Gnarl, from your recollections, can you give us a quick recap of last game?
Yeah. So we started off. Remind me where we started. Where were we?
Let me check.
I think we were.
So
In
you
the middle
were
of the Ankar fight or whatever.
yes, you were fighting the Ankhegs when the game started last time.
Right. We started the battle off with the Ankegs, with Gnarl's exquisite battle techniques and strategies. We were able to overcome them, even despite all of my incompetent companions.
Whoa.
We were able to overcome them.
Shots fired.
Just kidding. The Ankegs, they hurt us a little bit, but we were able to make it through them pretty well. And then we decided to go and kind of search the cavern a little bit further. We found out some magical runes on the wall. A couple more holes in the ground. So we were kind of worried about the one Ankeg coming back, but it didn't seem to bother us. We went down one of the passageways, saw a rune on the wall that that glowed as we neared it. So we decided we would try to find a way around it. We discovered that animals don't seem to set it off. So our friendly neighborhood druid Oscar turned into an ape, I believe.
Yes.
And was able to circumvent the runes, went down one of the passageways and grabbed a chest. This is in the southwest, I believe, or west. And we were cut, as he was coming back, was cut off by is it a boulet or a boulette?
I think it's pronounced boulet.
Boulet. So a boulet, big massive creature, popped up right in the middle of us. We weren't able to help him directly because the boulet was actually past the runes that we were worried about. But we were able to draw the boulet out far enough so that we could fight it. And we got the chest, one of the chests. Then we realized that, or Loken realized, well, we could probably use the familiar to scout out in some of the directions, I believe. And so the owl went down each of the different passageways to see that there were more chests in other areas. And in ape form, Oscar went down each of the areas as well. Unfortunately, ran into another boulet. I think the boulet, even the first boulet, killed my pet right off the hop, like a whole bunch of damage, doing like 30 damage a hit. And was able to grab creme brulee. Yeah, that's right.
Creme brulee.
Nice. Then we ran into another boulet, or again, Oscar was ambushed by another boulet, and got downed. Not downed, but got
Killed by wild shape. No.
Yeah, killed by wild shape. Yeah,
nearly went down.
And you got trapped in a hole too, didn't you? Or fell down a?
No, I was super dexterous and did a little barrel roll and tiptoed around the edge.
Didn't someone run through the runes while the boulet was chasing? Isn't that how they got down?
He tripped up by the hole, and then I think it was Morgan. I think wasn't it that ran through?
Oscar was.
Or was Barrett?
I think it was Barrett.
Barrett ran in, blew everybody up.
Barrett's like, I got this.
That is wrong.
Who was it that ran in?
It was Oscar.
It was Oscar.
It's like, I got you, and then there was just a huge explosion.
Yeah.
Gnarl and I were just really close to them.
Yeah.
They were waiting for me to go down and drag me across.
Yeah. And then Morgan, last ditch, was able to heal him and bring him up, and then we dragged him out. We dragged him out before he was even up, and then healed him. He woke up. He regained consciousness, being dragged along the floor by Barrett. So, and we had almost gotten out of the cave at that point, and I believe the encounter had kind of ended.
3 of the chests.
Yeah, with 3 chests. Yes.
Was it 3? I thought it was 2. Wait,
Yeah,
Good question.
Let me double check the chest count on my map.
I believe the map is correct.
There might be
just 2
tokens over.
Yeah, because we got
oh, no, there are 3.
2 with the signal runes, and then 1 from the area with the double runes.
Yep.
Right.
There are 3. All right. So the one thing I would add to that is, unfortunately, during the retreat, Garen was pulled underground by the Boule
Oh
and
no.
most likely killed. You don't know what happened to him.
Wow, just awful.
Thank you, Garen, for protecting us.
Your service will be remembered.
Garen? Who?
Callan.
Callan.
No, not Callan.
Garen was.
You guys don't remember Garen?
He was our first.
From the first one. Okay, yeah.
It was a paladin.
He was still with us?
He's been in the background. I just I hadn't resolved that, so I was looking at it and I was like, this might be a good resolve for that.
Well, that was his fault for wearing the red shirt.
Yeah. When you become an NPC, you put on the red shirt a little bit. So
Don the red armor.
Yeah. So unfortunately, poor Garen was pulled to his death during the escape. But the rest of you did manage to get to the front of the cave, and I think you were looking to basically leave and do a rest, right?
That's the idea.
So
at least a short rest, because I think it's still morning, is it not?
Yeah.
Let's see, what time was it?
Like noonish.
It was getting close to noon. Now, question, Braca, would you be ready to come in right away, or do you need some time still? Or is he there?
He said he'll be right back.
Stepped away for a moment.
I heard him say that he has came back.
All right, I'll give him a moment then. So I'll say he's probably not ready to come in just yet. All right, so the group is indeed to the boulders, where the hobgoblins quickly moved the boulder to let you out, and you are back in the cave. The hobgoblin soldier would see you're all like panting and say, "What happened? What's going on?"
Well, we lost Garen, and I don't think these rocks will stop what's below us if they decide to come up.
They look at each other concerned. One of them says, "I shall go tell Erdul of this," and he runs off while the other one stays there and kind of holds out his blade and is looking menacingly at the rock, worried that something might come blasting through it. What does the group want to do? It doesn't seem like there's any more tremors, at least, so you might be safe for the time being.
Lokun, shall we take a look at these chests and try to see what's inside?
That seems like a great idea.
Alright, so you're going to attempt to open one of the chests.
Can we check it for traps?
Yeah.
So
Lokun would like to. Okay.
These obsidian boxes are very odd because, while you know they're supposed to be chests, there is no visible way to open it. It just seems like a box of obsidian. Like, you don't see any lines where the lid would be. It's just flat on 4 sides. Except for the one place on top where it looks like you can press the rune to try to activate it.
With Lokun, is this kind of rune similar to the runes that we saw below? And would Lokun be able to try to figure out what kind of rune it is and or how to activate it, etc.?
So, did we do a history check on this, on these boxes?
No, we did history and arcana checks on the runes below, but not on these chests.
Alright, so anyone with history or arcana training, or if you have both, you might know some bonus stuff, can give me a roll of one or the other. Your choice.
Can I guide Morgan? Oops, sorry, I missed that.
I mean, mechanically speaking...
It's a little too late.
Mechanically speaking, like, things like knowledge checks, you know, it's like...
Take a little more time.
I'm thinking about something. Quick, give me guidance. It's just kind of a weird thing to get guidance on, I guess. I guess cool. you could. it just, yeah, I don't know. But you guys are good with 19 and 23. So, Lokun, you got the highest. Do you have Arcana and History?
I do not have History, just Arcana.
What about you, Morgan? Do you have both?
Only have Arcana.
Okay. So, Lokun and Morgan, you know most of this as well. This magic is something known as rune magic, a type of magic that existed during the last cycle, almost exclusively practiced by dwarves. The magic consists of trapping energies within runes, which could then be called upon later, releasing them for different effects. These chests are basically things that rune masters knew a certain pattern that they could open. But if you weren't a rune master and you knew something about Arcana, you could try to kind of puzzle out the pattern. But generally, they would be set to detonate if you failed to do it correctly, which usually destroyed whatever was inside.
Whew. Can I use Arcana to... Morgan and I, can we study it further to try to figure out the... Morgan, you're no rune master, are you?
So
does Morgan's stone cunning with the intelligence history check related to stonework play any role right now?
Yeah, good idea.
So stone,
or mine or Morgan's, or is that...
well, stone cunning I think is more cave and survival related, having to do with architecture.
History.
Making
history check.
That's more with stonework, though. This is more arcane related.
Cool.
So to get this open, you think that if you press the rune to start the patterns, if you were rune master, you'd be able to just do it. But you think go ahead.
I do have Warder's Intuition, which is supposed to make an intelligence check or an ability check with these. I roll a d4 to add to that. Because I'm a warding...
Oh, do you want to link that? I'll take a look at it.
I got that, and...
Interesting.
Investigation or thieves' tools. Alright, so that probably wouldn't apply here, as this is more arcane again. But what you guys can do, up to 2 of you can work together on these, making Arcana checks to try to puzzle together the runes. But you have a set amount of time to do it, or else you believe this will explode. Once you activate it.
Oh. So we can study it, we can try to figure out the pattern without activating it first, though?
No, because the runes won't light up until you activate it.
Oh, Jesus. This is like a deadly game of Simon Says.
Yeah, actually, it's very similar, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Do we want to wait till we're better healed so maybe we can survive the boom if we screw up?
Sounds so fun. You guys should just do it.
Only if you're standing next to me, laddie. Consider it payback for the boulet.
I've already been blown up once today. Twice.
Well...
But yeah, that's the only way you think that you will safely be able to open this box, unless you dispel magic maybe and then just cracked it open. But that could also break what's inside.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Morgan. Let's take a little rest and then let's try our hand at this device.
Alright, so how long are you all resting?
Before we take the rest, can I toss out my unicorn spirit and use a healing word on myself?
Oh, are you talking more about a long rest?
Sure,
I think we were thinking a short rest, but...
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine if you want to use your unicorn spirit. So, you do healing word on yourself?
Yes.
Why not just use your hit die?
Do other people in the party need to be healed?
I mean, you're using... Do your thing. Yep.
So
yeah, sorry.
You have medicine, right?
Correct.
So you can see everyone's hit points.
Ooh.
I guess you. So, does anyone look like they're low on hit points right now? Besides,
I
That
do.
would, I guess
I'm
that would be
below
my
half.
question.
or sorry, go ahead, Morgren.
I do. I'm sitting at 14 of my 35, so I'm below half.
Okay.
What about Baird?
I do have some good berries. 10 left.
I'm
Hmm.
not sure how bad I got hurt.
Do you not have it
Yeah,
recorded
so-
on your character sheet?
Well, I was just doing it on the token, and it seems it's not on the token anymore.
So the
Like-
token should be connected to your character sheet.
It said I was full, but that doesn't seem right because I got blown up.
All right. Here, let me
Oh,
take a look
this-
at your token.
Oh,
What's
here's
going
the...
on here?
we're not
So your character sheet doesn't look like it has your. What's your maximum hit points? Because you only
20.
have. Yeah.
27.
All right. So I'm gonna say you're at 10.
Yeah, because I see the damage from last time.
So-
23 and then 14, and it looks like I saved the 23 and the 14. So
All right. So let's see. 27. So yeah, it looks like I'll say you're at 10. And now there's current hit points and there's maximum. It looks like you were only using the hit point maximum area, maybe. Anyway,
maybe,
it looks like it's
yeah,
fixed now.
That double tap, the double click thing though, has literally saved my life.
If I'm allowed, I wouldn't mind changing my actions.
Sure, yeah.
Because I thought everybody was a lot more damaged. But I'd just maybe toss out the bear spirit instead so that everybody gets some temp HP.
Yeah, who had exhaustion levels?
I have 1 level of exhaustion.
Did anyone else go down in that explosion?
It was just me.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you have that 1 level of exhaustion. Alright, so how are you healing then, if not using your bear totem or spirit totem?
I'm gonna spend 2 hit die.
Alright, so time is passing.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my hit die too. No.
Alright, so while you're there, Urdul would come back and he sees you all resting. He says, what happened? I was told a monster was about to break through. He kind of looks nervously at the boulder.
They can burrow through the ground. So I think Vulcan looks down at the ground below his feet. Try not to make too much noise up here.
He says, well, I've felt tremors at times, but nothing has burrowed up through the caves. Strange. What sort of creatures did you see down there?
We saw Anka, Kang's spider-looking things, and then these boulets.
Alright, I'm going to post more guards in the area just in case, but keep me informed if something else comes up. And thank you again for doing this. And he's probably going to walk away. Alright, so you finish the short rest, spend your hit dice. It's now probably about midday, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. What does the group want to do?
Do we want to go back down in there?
Yeah,
we
we
want to
should.
try the chest first.
Yeah, let's figure out these
What if
chests.
we, I feel like we shouldn't be opening these things up in front of a bunch of strangers. There might be things we want to keep secret.
And
Maybe
unless-
take the chests into the cave and work on them there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, so there are a couple of, we'll say a group of like 7 or so hobgoblins there keeping guard. They would move the boulder aside for you and you would head back down. Alright, so here we are. let's see. Braca, are you ready to come in yet, or do you need time to work on things?
No, I think I got everything done for the most part.
Alright, so I'll keep an eye out for a good time to bring you in. So yeah, you guys come down here back into the cave. You can take all the markings off yourself that don't apply, because I'm sure you're not prone anymore, Oscar. And the red dot and everything. Actually, are you at 16? Didn't you heal yourself?
I did. I was at 3 HP before.
Oh, okay, so you're still looking kind of wounded.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Still
That's fine.
pretty. Feeling not great.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Jared would also light a torch because
He's buried.
Alright, so Barrett expends a torch, lighting it up to light up this area a bit more.
so I can see.
So far, the area is quiet. You still see the hole down here, but there's no shaking or any indication of beasts digging under you like last time. What do you want to do?
Morgan look at Lacoon and go, alright, how about we have them stay with 2 of the chests and we take 1 farther away so we don't blow all 3 of them up at once?
Sounds like a plan. Step back, fellas. Morgan and I are gonna
do some Simon Says.
Yeah.
Or Simon. So where are you bringing this chest to work on it?
I'd say actually probably near the hole. That way if it is going to go boom and we have enough time, kick it in the hole.
As they're doing this, I'm going to use my mold earth to kind of dig like a trench in a wall between us and them in case it blows up. It kind of deflects the explosion away from us.
Alright, so you can start making a small little dirt wall. You're not sure how much it'll help, but it might help a little bit at least. So you bring these chests with you?
Only
Yeah.
one of them. We're keeping the other. Well, me and Lokun keep one with us and the other 2 with them.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You're bringing them back a little. You're not putting them close. Alright, so the 2 of you are working on this chest. Lokun and Morgren, what is your perceptions? What are your perceptions?
12 for me.
Alright.
11 for me.
Gotcha. Alright, so you're going to start up the chest?
Yep. Do it.
That's correct, Lokun.
So you would touch the rune on the top of the obsidian box, and you would hear a strange, almost sounds like a chime, as runes appear all over the top of the box, and it looks like they can be manipulated. So at this point, you can use Arcana, you both, to work together and try to figure this out.
Both of
Yours,
us rolling.
Morgan. Put
Yeah.
the red wire.
So yeah, both of you roll Arcana, and I'll take the higher good rolls.
Nice.
So yeah, you two are kind of talking it out as you start pressing runes as others disappear and new ones reappear. At the end, there are only 2 runes left that glow, and on the top of the box, a green rune appears and starts blinking. After that, another set of runes would appear all over the top. It looks like you have to make a second check. Oh wow. Lokun is killing it, so you're kind of almost having fun with this, pressing the buttons. And once again, you managed to solve the second puzzle, a second green rune blinking.
One more to go.
As you're going into a third round, you would see, or hear actually, something climbing out of the pit in front of you.
Of course.
Ooh.
Are you going to stop, or are you going to keep working on it?
Morgan, we'll keep working out. Morgan, go, hey laddies, we got company coming in the hole. It sounds like.
It looks like some sort of goblinoid. But go ahead and give me a third set of checks. Alright, so... you work together, finishing off the third one. All 3 runes blink, and the top of the box glows and disappears revealing items within. But before I get to that, Braca, what do you look like to them as you climb out of this hole?
Yes, you see a goblin who looks to be about 3 feet tall as he's getting out of this hole, with grayish skin. You see his yellow eyes is brightly kind of cutting through the darkness a little bit, and he's wearing a brown leather armor. And on the armor, you might see that there's runes kind of scattered about, but also amongst those runes on it, there's a insignia of a wave crashing against a rock. And he's also just has a rapier and a shield as well on his back.
And that's the Iron Tide insignia, right?
Yeah. Lokun recognizes that, and he raises a brow.
So question, Braca. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I just blanked. What was I going to ask you? So in the actually, it's not a question or a statement. In the Roll20, it looks like you're displaying your account picture. To change that to your character, it's like a Bugs Bunny with like the no next to the mouth.
I had that.
So to change that to your character, you just go to the chat and where it says "as" at the bottom, the drop down, just put your character in there, and it'll switch to your token.
I got
Yeah, you got it.
I got it now.
All right. So yeah, this goblin seems to be wearing an Iron Tide insignia as he kind of crawls out of this hole, looking very tired. Lokun, what would you look like to him?
You see Lokun. Well, I guess you're goblinoid, so you're pretty familiar with different types of goblinoids, and Lokun is a hobgoblin. He's about 5.5 feet tall and of average build. Maybe kind of small compared to the other hobgoblins. He's got a big scar that runs down his head. He's got grayish skin and pointed ears. They're a little bit tattered. One of his eyes is milky white and the other is red. He wears a cloak and... Oh no, he doesn't wear... He wears a cloak, but now he wears armor underneath that cloak and has no weapons, though. And I guess underneath the cloak you might catch sight of a little bit of a faded uniform, which might look familiar to you, actually.
Yeah, you'd probably recognize it as also being an Iron Tide uniform, but much older looking. Do you have history?
Yeah.
So if you want, you can... Well, actually, this would be less history because you've been part of the Iron Tide for a little while now, right?
Yeah.
So you would recognize it as being one of the older uniforms that the Iron Tide used to wear. Morgan, what would you look like to Braca?
Got long, dark brown hair, a glorious dark brown beard, green eyes, tan skin, about 4'5", and wearing half plate with a warhammer on my side and a shield on my back.
All right. What about Barrett? What would you look like to him?
Oh, hello. Well, Barrett can't see him because that's how he's really far. But if you look at Barrett, you see just a regular guy in really nice clothes and a cool cloak and a hat. Just a human guy.
Just a guy.
Cute, you know. Just a guy.
Call me guy.
A human guy with, like, I don't know, a cloak and seemingly like no weapons on him, which is weird, except for like maybe a dagger.
Only one dagger at his side. What about Gnarl?
Gnarl is like a fairly tall orc. Looks to be clad in a lot of nature armors, so various tattered together pieces of armor, but he is wearing half plate underneath of it, so he's fairly well armored right now. He holds a shield in one hand normally, and then his other hand seems to not have a weapon at all. And he's green skinned. He's got pretty big ears, like tall, thin ears, and and kind of the telltale fangs of an orc.
All right. And did I do Oscar yet, or did I miss you?
I did not.
All right.
But
What would you look like, Oscar?
I am a short and stout dwarf with red dreadlock hair and a big red dreadlocked beard as well, covered in leathers and furs, and carrying a wooden shield with myself. I look like I've been wandering the lands a little bit too long.
A little bit scruffy.
Sweet.
Yeah, as this goblin kind of crawls out, Braca, what are you gonna do when you see all these people here at the entrance to the cave?
Wait. So he's gonna see the other
So can
Iron
you?
Tide outfit.
Yeah. So you did see him in the Iron Tide. You can see in the cave right now, right? What your
Okay.
tokens
Yeah,
vision?
I'd be able to see all of them.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, I'm just sending more people to die then. Damn bugs. And he's. What is this? And he points at the chest.
Lokun looks at the chest. It's none of your business. But looks like surprised to see survivors here. What's your name?
Braca. Yes. Braca the
I'm
Big.
Lokun. All met.
Yes. I think have I seen you around? You wear our armor. Old armor.
Perhaps some time ago.
Locoon, do you know this feller?
Those, a lot of us working on. I don't seem this guy is new to me, but hey, it's good that you got out of that pit.
So you might think that he was possibly part of the group that came down here, maybe?
Okay.
You don't know why else he'd be down here if he is Iron Tide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the other ones they dragged me down and ended up dying. So instead of fighting that massive belay by myself, I decided to come back. And yes, this is above my pay grade.
Indeed. Well, you're alive now, and we counted all you for dead. So well done on surviving that. You should meet the rest of the party. This is Morgan
Over there.
and Oscar.
Two of the party members seem reluctant to move up towards the chest.
Kind of gives a little hand acknowledgement, a little wave, and points at Mordrin. What happened to your beard?
We do not speak of the beard, laddie. And he glares at Lokun for a second.
Too soon.
Fair enough.
Glorious beard.
So they sent you here to die as well, then?
Lokun, unless I'm dreaming, I think we're still alive.
Well, yes, but I mean down into the pits.
I don't intend on dying anytime soon.
Hey.
We've handled ourselves just well thus far, laddie.
Seems so.
Look, I know you just came out of that, but we intend to go back in. You can join us if you want. Could use the help.
Yeah, I got nothing better to do, I suppose. And plus, I know the fast way out.
Oh,
There's a faster way out?
Out of the pits, yes. I just...
Ah.
Yeah.
So,
here's your experience.
So yeah, you were down below. You haven't actually explored the cave up here too much. but there is another cave down below that you were trapped in for a bit trying to get out of. That's where the giant Mother Boule is.
Yeah.
What?
But anyway, this is the entrance, so you recognize this as being the way out, where you first came in with your hobgoblin associates. But this group looks a little bit beat up and dirty, so you wonder if they've already been at least somewhat down in the caves.
Have you already been down there then?
Nah, pretty much on this level. What'd you say was down below, though? The mother? What?
Well, I mean, could be. I think it's just some giant boule.
I didn't know they made boulets bigger than the ones we saw.
I mean, I am small, but this... Yes, it would be large for you all as well.
He's saying that it can even get bigger than what we saw. Damn.
So the big one that you saw was about 20 feet.
Oh.
That I saw?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I'd say it's about 20 feet from me, right past your friend Oscar there.
Yeah, most of the belays you saw that broke through the floor were like 10 feet at the biggest. So this sounds like it might be a lot bigger.
I'm just envisioning
looks at
that.
Baird and kind of twitches for a second. Something bigger for him to throw at me. Great.
You're not telling us some fishing stories, are you? I'm not sure if I believe you. Something can get that big.
You don't have to believe me. We can go see it.
Let's not say we didn't.
I believe you. Okay.
Okay.
Locoon, were you able to open up this chest here?
Indeed, with Morgan's help.
All right, so now that the chest is open, you would see there are a bunch of arcane components inside. It looks like 200 gold pieces worth, to be precise.
Oh my god, I'm rich.
We're rich.
Kind of like looking over the back of the chest.
Yeah, you see a bunch of basically vials and probably some leather pouches with powders and various... do you have Arcana? Braca?
Yeah.
Are you trained in it?
Oh, I'm not proficient.
All right, so yeah, I should say, are you proficient? So this stuff, it looks like just a bunch of powders and like maybe incense to you. You're not sure what it would be used for, but yeah, Locoon, you definitely recognize it as being arcane components.
I'll add it to my inventory since I'm the
Locoon just like yoink.
Component guy.
Yep. All right, so Locoon takes the arcane components out of this. Underneath, you find there is a vial. It looks like it has some clear liquid in it. If there was a marking on it, it's long since deteriorated, and there's no marking on the potion now.
Maybe I can identify this later or something.
Are you taking it?
Maybe you guys want to hold on to this. I don't need to hold on to everything, but maybe I can find out what it does later.
If you need somebody to hold it, I can hold it.
Alright.
Alright.
Add it to your inventory.
Oh, the other thing, Baraka, do you know how to adjust the sound for the music? In case I don't know if it's too loud for you. Alright.
Yeah, I adjusted it.
Okay, good.
At first, like, that's all I could hear. I was like,
Yeah. So, okay, good. That, I don't always tell people, and then, like, a few games are like, man, the music is always so loud. I'm like, oh, you can adjust that. So, alright, good. So anything, what else do you all want to do? As Baraka
There's one chest down. Do we want to try the other two?
Let's do it. But, I don't know if Gnarl and Barrett and Oscar are trying to do something too while we're doing that.
I'm
Nah,
gonna
go ahead.
scoot up here just to keep an eye out on this side, make sure nothing pops around the corner and surprises you too.
Give me a d20 roll as you kind of move
Oh,
up farther.
That's good. I didn't realize you were
No,
still
no
hurt still.
particular reason. Interesting. All right.
Oh boy.
All right. So yeah, Oscar looks like he's a little bit wounded as he moves up and is keeping an eye out over here. So did you say you were doing another chest?
Yep.
Gnarl, Barrett, I assume you're just kind of hanging out waiting for them to do this.
Yeah.
I don't want to get blown up.
All right. So you bring a second chest over. Baraka, are you staying here or are you going to back up as well? They all seem to
Morgan
be
would
getting...
suggest he backs up.
Like, the
Looks like the party
character,
is...
like, don't wanna get blown.
Or sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, was that in character like that? I don't want to get blown up.
Well, you don't really
yeah,
know what the
100%.
chests do, but you would notice that everyone in the group seems to be backing up from Morgren and Lokun as they bring this chest over. So you might be able to insight check that. Like, what's going on here?
I think yes. I think Brock is gonna move back just out of instinct.
It'll
Yes,
help.
I will also be over here. You do not seem to be by this chest.
All right. So go ahead and give me... you're starting this one up?
You ready, Morgan?
Hey. Let's
Do it.
see if we can do it just as good as last time, laddie. I really do not feel like being blown up.
You got this. Visualize.
All right. Go ahead and give me some Arcana checks as you press the rune. Bloop. And it lights up once again. So Morgren is struggling a little. Luckily, Lokun is able to figure this out, and you would get one success as once again the green marking appears at the top, the first one. Go ahead and
Sorry about that, laddie.
No worries.
give me another 2 checks. All right, so you are struggling a bit this time, and as the chest is kind of symbols are appearing and disappearing, there is a bit of static on the chest as a red symbol now appears on the top. And a new puzzle will start.
Oops.
Yeah, beeps faster. Beep, 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 beep. Go ahead and give me another set of Arcana checks. Alright, so this time, once again, you succeed, and there's another green symbol that appears, and it looks like you have one more attempt to try to get it solved in.
Morgan's on you.
Oh,
Yes.
Good rolls. Alright, so there's some sweat on Lokun's brow as he's like, I don't know what's going on. Morgren just cracks his knuckle. He's like, I got this. And you would figure it out. Once again, there is a flash of light, and the top of the chest would open up. This time you see some interesting things in the chest. There's a crystal in there, a clear crystal. There is also a bluish crystal, and it looks like some sort of ring.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Take some notes here. A clear crystal, a bluish crystal.
Yes, and something interesting
ring.
about this chest, unlike the other one, the inside of this chest seems to have some sort of weird... you don't know if it's material or magic, but when you push in on the material, it almost like kind of pushes back out, almost like it's rubbery or padding or something. But it's kind of black and hazy. Definitely some kind of magic going on here.
Wait, what is the black and hazy?
Almost like a padding on the inside of this obsidian chest.
Ooh. That's strange.
Yeah.
Who wants to hold on to these crystals? Ring.
I can hold on to these ones. Well, actually, let's give them to somebody that's standing away, so they don't get blown up if we screw up on the third one.
It does seem
Yes.
like these crystals are very fragile. You might be a little bit worried about transporting them in something like a backpack.
Oh, maybe
Do we have a bag of holding we could keep them in?
we don't want it to rattle about. I think this
Yeah.
chest looks like it was built for it, and we should keep the crystals in there. It's got some nice plush padding, luxurious black hazy padding.
I'll go, no, you want to come and grab this chest and carefully carry it back?
You would also
Yeah.
note something interesting. If you're moving the crystals around in the chest, they don't seem to you don't seem to be able to put them close to each other. Almost like there's a force, like pushing them away from one another. Almost like as if it was a magnet or something.
Okay.
And of course, yes, there's a ring in there of some kind.
Who's taking this chest with the crystals in the ring? Carl, you can hold a lot.
Sure.
right?
Sure. How much do they weigh?
So the chest itself weighs about 20 pounds.
Okay.
But the crystals, I mean, they're basically weightless.
Okay. So what do I write it at? What do I call it?
So
Chest
if you close it back up, it does seal, but it looks like the top can just be taken off again. You could just call it like padded obsidian chest or something like that.
Okay.
All right, one more to
And
go,
wipes the
Morgan.
sweat from his chest and goes, time for number 3.
That was a close one.
Does this group have a way of identifying? I forget.
I do not. I have the spell. I have one scroll, which I do not want to use just yet. But I'm lacking the pearl component.
Alright, that's fine. So the third chest, you're gonna try again to decipher it.
All right, you got it. You ready, Morgan?
Morgan takes a deep breath and cracks his knuckles. Let's get to it, laddie.
All right.
Alright, oh, good rolls.
Thank you.
So you start on this chest. Once again, Lokun gets a really good round of making the symbols disappear. However, as you're finishing this round, you begin to all feel shaking, as if there are tremors in the area. What do you want to do?
We know what those are.
Don't make a
Don't
sound.
move.
Alright, so everyone's going to try to stand still. Are you going to keep messing with the chest?
I mean, does it keep like the runes are like blinking and stuff like that?
So,
Like,
yeah,
it
they've-
seems like we gotta do
they've-
this, right?
Yeah, they blinked out and a new puzzle has appeared.
Yeah, we gotta. Morgan, let's focus.
Alright, so you continue working on them. Give me another roll.
Oh, no.
10, 14. Ooh. Alright, so unfortunately the pressure's getting to you, and as you're attempting to do this, you would fail the second round, a big red symbol blinking, when suddenly dirt flies everywhere, and I need initiative rolls.
Oh no.
Of course.
Damn.
Did you just roll the chest?
natural one for initiative.
I think you rolled for the chest.
Uh,
You might have to re-roll that.
Okay. Come on. Click on my character. There we go. Click on it right there.
Someone rolled torch. I'm gonna delete that. So to roll initiative, Braca, you just make sure your token is selected, then you click initiative on the character sheet.
Leave it to us. To have one of these pop up as we're with a chest and might go boom.
Yeah, that's what I did, right?
So I don't see it on the turn order, so you may not have had your token selected. You have to make sure your token is selected, or else it doesn't record it. It's Barack Obama.
me see. Well, it was a 7, but I'm gonna try to figure it out.
Yeah, well, you could go ahead and roll again. Usually, if it doesn't roll right, we just re-roll it. If the token wasn't selected or whatever.
So I just select the token, go on my character sheet, and do an initiative.
Yeah, you got it.
There you
guys.
go.
Okay, cool.
So I think everyone. Oh wait, I see 5 on there. Who are we missing? So I got Morgan, Braca, Lokun, Oscar, and Gnarl. Barrett, looks like we're missing you. You may have rolled the torch by accident.
Oh yeah, I have it. Shit, I had both highlighted. I definitely will.
Unfortunately, there's no real great workaround for that. All right.
We're killing the rolls today.
Yep.
Get those bad ones out of the way.
So, Lokun, this thing pops up behind you, roaring as dirt flies everywhere. The chest is beeping, wanting you to continue working on it. What do you do?
God damn it. It would take an action to continue doing the chest, right?
Yes. You have to focus on it.
Hmm.
And you don't know what will happen if you ignore the chest for a round. Because you haven't done that yet.
And it's an action to pick up the chest, or is that a free action?
The action is the chest is currently in front of both you and Morgren, so it's probably on the ground. So yeah, to pick up the chest would be an item interaction, and it would be something that's two-handed, so you'd have to use both your hands.
Oh, and I got a shield up.
I'm assuming your shield is not on you right now, because you would be doing the puzzle, so I'm going to say that that's probably off you. Same thing with Morgren. Because I don't think you could do the puzzle with your weapons and shield in your hand.
Okay, sounds good. So my AC is a little bit lower. I'm gonna use a Morgan. I think I'm gonna try to do this. And Lokun is going to pick up the chest.
Okay. Stealing it.
Can I move like so over here? Is enough room for me to go there?
Because Morgan is an ally.
Okay. And so that's 5 feet, 10 feet.
I don't think you're encumbered, so it'd be normal movement with the chest.
Okay.
So that would be 20 feet.
20 feet.
As you circle around, the creature is watching you.
And I'm going to use Misty Step, bonus action.
Alright, so you poof, teleporting as you step into the mist, reappearing 30 feet away.
And I'll go back.
The creature looks surprised, as there's just a
Here.
mist where you used to be.
And then I'll move the rest of my movement 10 feet back
Okay.
over here. And then I'll use my action to continue on with the chest.
Alright, so you quickly move as the chest begins to flash a little bit and you start doing the puzzle. Go ahead and give me a check for Arcana.
Oh!
Alright, so that's it for Lokun. The round is...
hold on.
Yeah.
Do I know if I failed that? Any chance?
Yes, you would have failed it.
I look around and I'm like, and he looks over to. Wow, that's probably not going to help.
Yeah,
but
because
I'll
there's only
use
like
it
2 of
anyways.
you in view.
Yeah.
Alright. So give you a 10, but that would still fail. The thing is, it doesn't fail till the end of the round. One other person can come over and attempt to help you while you're doing this.
Okay.
If they want to.
Be proficient in Arcana.
Yes, to recognize the patterns.
I will not use the saving face then, in that case.
Alright. So, Braca, it's your turn. You see Lokun start rushing away as this creature pops in. What do you want to do? You might be muted. I can't hear you.
You hear me? Hello?
Yep. Now I hear you.
Okay. I am going to take out my crossbow.
Alright, so usually if you take out a ranged weapon, do you know how to do the markings on the token? So,
I got.
if you click on the token and click on the lens button that pops up, there are a bunch of marks.
Which mark?
So the ranged weapon is the machine gun at the very bottom. It's this one. That signifies you have a ranged weapon in one of your hands.
I do not have that one.
Well, you do. I put it on your token, but so you have to scroll down to the very bottom because there's you can mouse wheel down to see all the tokens.
I got it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So you pull out your crossbow, and what are you gonna do? That was item interaction. And you died.
Fantastic.
As a heart attack.
I'm going to attack the belay.
So you level your crossbow, taking a shot. And if you want to do the play-by-play with your actions, you could tell me. I just kind of do it for everyone.
I gotcha.
Probably. So 14 would not be enough, and your crossbow bolt would stick in his thick hide, but doesn't seem to do any damage. He growls angrily at you. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right.
That's all I'm going to.
Gnarl, what are you gonna do?
I'll move in. You see him just summon a flame from his fingers, and creates a bonfire right at the front of him there.
All right, go ahead and link it. So you rush towards the creature, gesturing as a bonfire appears underneath it.
Okay. It's this guy here. I think it's dex save.
All right. Do you have a description for that?
I do.
So I could see the casting. All right. So yeah, you chant and you gesture and you begin concentrating as the bonfire appears. So he's going to make a dex save or attempt to. Not very dexterous. Oh, but he rolls a 17. Man, monsters have been doing really good on dex saves today. He would make it.
Good. Okay.
So mark yourself as concentrating, and I assume that's it for you?
That is all.
All right. Morgren, what do you want to do? Unfortunately, Lokun took the chest and ran away. If you want to help him, you have to get over to where the chest is.
Sorry about
That's
that.
an action to help him if I get over there?
Yes, you need to use your action to interact with the puzzle.
I don't even think you
Problem
can
is, it
get
takes an
over here.
action to dash to get over there.
Yeah. I went too far.
Yes, so if you want to try to go help him, you could try to help him next round, or you could stay here and fight. It's up to you. Or you could run away down the hall into the hole.
Use the power of the beard.
Use the beard. What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna head towards Lacoon.
Are you gonna give an oppie to the creature?
To do it, I gotta.
You're not gonna. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Alright, so you rush down the hall, and you said you were gonna disengage, or are you gonna give him an oppie?
Disengage would be an action for me, wouldn't it?
It would, yes. So you want to give him an attack, or do you want to disengage safely?
With as hard as he can hit, I'm gonna have to use my action to disengage.
Alright, so after you, the boule goes. It is going to turn angrily towards Gnarl and snap at you.
Yeah.
Big mouth snapping. Oh, but he rolls poorly at 12 as you jump back, and it kind of snaps the air, doing nothing. It growls and gets ready to attack again, but that is it for the boule. Oscar. See Braca next to you fire at the thing, and Gnarl engage it with fire. It ended its turn there. Does it take damage?
Yeah, dex save again for
All right.
13.
Dex save. It would not make it that time. So what would it take? 4?
For fire.
All right. Sorry, Oscar. What are you doing?
I am going to scoot up to right there,
Right into the hole.
right
Right.
next to the hole.
So 15
Right.
feet. Yeah.
And then pull out my sling with my item interaction
All right.
and sling a pebble at it.
All right. So you pull out your sling and
That did not work.
pebble. Oh no, 6 would not work as it just kind of dinks off of his massive hide, doing no damage. Anything else?
Nope. That will be all.
All right, Barrett, you gonna piss it off again?
Likely. Oh, hello. I'm Barrett. Do I notice this thing blinking faster and Lokun failing, or would I need to? I don't
Oh
have
yeah,
any
you'd
perception.
probably notice Lokun getting frustrated as he's trying to do this puzzle.
Okay. Okay. Well then, Barrett would move 10 feet this way. Yeah, he'll leave the board there. Poor guys. And then he'll throw brain daggers at the dude.
Alright, so psychic daggers fly from your hands as you kind of hurl them at this thing. Using your bonus action to throw a second one.
Yeah.
Alright.
Definitely for now.
11 would miss with the first attack, but 18 would strike with your offhand.
Oh my goodness. So the first one misses. The second one's gonna be worse. So.
Alright,
Nice.
so 6 and 8, 14 points of damage as takes a nasty psychic hit. Doesn't look bloodied yet, but it looks very annoyed at you. Anything else?
No, he's just worried about the danger on both sides of him.
Alright,
Alright.
so top of the round. So as the round ends, there's another blinking and a second red symbol appears at the top of the chest. But Lokun, it's your turn again.
Okay. Lokun is going to strategically. He'll move the.
And I'll mark the box actually, just because it's cool. That's what you got.
Nice. Lokun strategically places himself a little bit closer to Gnarl, Barrett, and Morgan. And
So when the chest blows up, they get hit too.
no,
Ideally.
just, I could use your support.
You better help me, or you're all blowing up.
Yeah,
Beep, beep,
and
beep,
he
beep,
will
beep, beep, beep.
exactly, and he'll try to disarm it again. Try to give it another whirl.
All right, so you moving it here?
No, I'm keeping it where it is.
Oh, okay.
Lokun just positioned himself. Yeah.
Gotcha. So you don't move it at all. You're just stepping around it.
Exactly.
All right, give me a Arcana check or an Arcana check. 16 would be enough, and the chest seems
Yes.
satisfied. Braca.
Oh, I still have a bonus action.
Oh yeah. What are you gonna do?
Lokun's going to cast. Oh no, that's an action to cast. Never mind. That is all that Lokun does. I guess he'll use a free action to open the chest.
It's not open yet. You have to do
Okay.
one more success. Braca,
gotcha.
what do you want to do?
Reloads another crossbow bolt and is going to take another shot.
Alright, thunk. Another crossbow bolt goes flying at the creature. Ooh, no, 13 would not be enough, and once again it sort of bounces off the hide of the creature. Gnarl. Are you done, Brock? Are you going to move or do anything
Yeah.
else?
No, I think I'm staying back.
Alright, Gnarl. This thing looks very angry at you.
Gnarl is going to
Although it's sort of
dodge.
looking at Barrett as well. Alright, so you take the dodge action.
Yeah, that's pretty risky. So I'm gonna dodge it.
All right, Morgren, what are you gonna do?
Take a deep breath. And 5, 10, 15, 20. Morgan's gonna move over to the chest.
Okay, getting ready to help for the third round.
Yep. So,
All right, so that's it for Morgren, unless you doing anything else.
can I do the Arcana check for it?
Well, yeah, go ahead, roll. Maybe, technically I should have waited for you to do the rolls with Lokun, but we'll say you assisted this round because you didn't know what he was going to roll. For the next
Okay.
round, I'll probably have you both kind of do it together. So the Boule is going to go. Yeah, you unfortunately didn't help very much.
Thankfully, he passed.
Yeah. So he's going to come over here and take a snap at Barrett. So bite attack. Ooh, 21 versus AC.
Oh no.
Do you have uncanny dodge yet? I forget.
No, that's the next level.
All right. So you are struck for 26 piercing.
Oh, I am dead.
So Barrett would go down. He's not dead, but he looks very wounded.
Yeah. Oh, I'm unconscious.
The creature is then going to burrow, giving you an
2
Oppie
seconds.
Gnarl.
I'm sorry. How many
All
did
right.
you say?
26 piercing.
26?
Yeah.
You
I
had,
had 9 temporary hit points.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Alright.
So, 19.
So where did you have those recorded?
On the character sheet, not in the bubble.
So that's
I'm
weird
off
to
the
me.
chain.
You're off the chain over here.
I don't know what's going on, but I did record them.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna set your third bubble to reflect that, just so we remember
Okay.
better. All right, so you take
Well,
9, and then you take the other 15. So you take 15 points of damage. And the creature will burrow after that, giving both you and Gnarl Oppies.
I rolled a 9, unfortunately.
Whoosh. All right, so you thorn whip at it with your Warcaster. What about you, Barrett? Oh, 17 would be enough as you stab it with a Psychic Blade. Doing
It's
7.
5, right? Oh, yeah.
No,
You
it
get
would
sneak
be,
attack.
yeah, it would be 17. You do
Oh,
17
that's tight.
as it burrows into the ground.
Nice.
And Gnarl, mark that you used your reaction. And you would feel tremors as the Boule is burrowing somewhere. But you don't know exactly where. That's it for the creature. Oscar, what do you want to do?
Run away. But I feel like it's a better idea to stay still, so I think I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Alright, so you
In
look
case
around, taking the dodge action in case it comes up and snaps at you. Anything else?
I think that'll be all.
Alright, mark yourselves dodging. Barrett. You're not feeling great, and you feel it's definitely
No.
moving around below you somewhere.
Oh boy, that was not fun. Barrett's gonna dodge.
Oh god. Alright, so you begin to
Uh.
dodge, hoping that you can avoid another direct hit.
What is the dodge one again?
It's the smaller shield with 2 lightning bolts next to it.
That's right. Yeah, that's all.
So Lokun, new round, top of the round. The chest is not opened yet. Do you want to try to open it again?
Indeed.
All right. So you spend your round working on that. I'll let you know what happens at the end. Braca, what are you doing?
It is going to move up. Get to there.
So one thing you could do is if you pick up your token and hit Q, it'll measure it out while you're moving.
Oh, okay.
But you move 35 feet forward. You feel the rumbling, but you're not sure exactly where the monster is.
I'm going to put my crossbow away and pull out my rapier.
Alright, so you have your rapier readied.
Yeah.
So for a melee weapon, it would be the 3 swords. This one, it's right next to the machine gun.
Got it. Oh, you put it on for me.
Yeah, just for future, so you know what it looks like. Alright, so you have your rapier out, you're looking around. Do you have a shield?
I do.
Alright.
I don't think, can I pull that out as well or no?
So if you were using your crossbow, I don't think you could have had your shield out, so most likely it's still on your back.
Yeah, well, I meant with the rapier. I didn't think I could, but...
So you can if you use your action to just do that, which you haven't used your action yet, so you can do that if you want.
I'll just do that, because I don't see the boule to attack, so I'll get readied up.
So this is the shield icon, so that means you have your sword and shield out.
Got it.
Gnarl, what are you going to do? Barrett is looking a little bit wary and pretty messed up. That bite took it out of him.
If I had magic left, I would heal you, my friend. And these good berries take a long time to chew. I'm just gonna stay where I am and dodge as well.
You gotta baby bird it, chew it up, and spit it into Barrett's mouth.
I have to chew it up and then throw it up. Yeah, it's really gross. I mean,
I'm not sure how that would work. I don't think you could feed a good berry to someone. That's why I just imagine.
I feel like
baby
that would still
birding
take an action.
Yeah, just shoving it in their mouth, like, here, eat it. All right, so Gnarl's turn ends. Morgren, what are you gonna do?
All right. For my bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Word on Baird.
Alright, so healing energies flow over Barrett, healing him for 4, so you feel a lot better. And I assume your action is going to be spent on the chest?
Correct.
Alright, so you're working on that. The boule goes. So...
Did we get to... Because was I holding my action for that?
No, you're just working on it, but it's going to finish at the end of the round. So I'll let you two roll then. So there is an explosion of dirt as the thing comes up, snapping at Barrett. Barrett, give me... Or wait, no, you're dodging, so he has disadvantage to the attack.
Oh, thank gosh.
Snap. 17 becomes a 9, and that would miss. Chomp. As you go, jumping back just at the last moment to avoid the bite. The beast roars and gets ready to chomp again, but that's it for the creature. Oscar.
I am going to run up, stand on this former chest, and cast...
Just kick the box out of the way.
Frostbite.
Alright, so you point at the creature, casting Frostbite. He has to make, a con save?
Correct.
He's actually pretty good at those.
I figured.
18 would make it so he takes nothing. Resisting your cold damage. Anything else?
That will be all.
Alright, Barrett.
Pretty messed up, but he finds it fun. So he is going to use steady aim. Because no one's near my guy. To get advantage on this next attack.
Alright, so you bonus action steady aim and just stab with your psychic dagger.
Yeah, I just pull it out and I shank him with my brain dagger.
Yeah, shank him as he's snapping at you. Oh, crit!
Wow.
Bam, 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 bam. A rogue crit. So... 17 plus 3, 20. That was a kind of a bad sneak attack. 23 on the... Yeah, total.
It's not the best.
Not the best, but...
But it's pretty good.
A good hit overall, 23 damage. The creature roars angrily as blood explodes from its nose from the psychic attack, and its eyes turn a bit red. It looks wounded. and is very unhappy with you now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die, but it was worth it.
Help. You have. Oh no, you can't disengage, huh? You used your bonus
With the
action.
steady aim.
I used
Yeah.
my bonus action and steady aim. I can't.
Was it
so.
worth it? We'll see. Lokun. Oh wait, new round. So you two, give me your Arcana checks. Maybe you'll blow up the boule with the chest right now. Oh no!
Lokun is
Wait.
gonna look around.
Feel
Okay.
ashamed. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, Lokun almost like, oh my god, I can't look bad in front of the others. And he'll use saving face. I don't know. Can he use it like that? I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
you can
so-
use it as a reaction, right?
It's not even a reaction.
So yeah, it would be a failure. So your 14 would become 17, and that would make it.
Oh, that's
thank God.
only ability check and saving throws, though, isn't it?
Oh, this was an ability check.
Oh, was okay.
Ability checks, skill checks are ability checks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, you would make it, and the chest opens. Inside, you see some potions and what looks like a couple of scrolls. Underneath, it looks like some kind of dagger.
Alright, Lokun quickly, can he use his free action to grab that stuff? Just to make sure the freaking thing doesn't gobble it up?
At this point, no, that would be just at the end of the round. But it is a new round now, so you can, at this point, on your turn, if you want to grab something.
Okay. Oh, just one thing?
Or two if you want to
Oh.
use your action, but I have a feeling you're going to use your action for something else.
I will. So I'll grab the dagger.
Okay?
This is
The
for you, Barry.
dagger looks obsidian, much like the material used to make these chests.
Ooh, cool. So Lokun uses the free action to grab the dagger. And then he will. I think he's going to.
You should have failed it. You could have blown up the chest on the boule.
Yeah, I know, but the
No,
stuff. The
no, you
stuff is
definitely
important.
should have, because that would have blown you up as well, and Morgren,
Yeah. Okay.
And Barry.
and buried you.
I think I'm just going to. This is tough. I'm going to cast Flaming Spear.
All right, link it.
And smash it into him.
Do you have a description?
You see this fire just. Oh, you want me paste it?
Yeah, I meant link the spell description, but you can also describe it if you want.
You see this fire just. Loken conjures this fire at the feet of the boule, and it rolls into it. Let me pull it out.
Alright, so you begin concentrating as you gesture and chant, and indeed the sphere appears, and I assume you're using a bonus action to slam it into him.
Yeah. I'll
Alright,
put it actually over here. Yeah.
Alright, mark yourself as concentrating. Unfortunately, the spear does not block him, so he can move through it.
I know.
But he has to make a dex save as he attempts to dodge it. Oh, he rolls completely poor, or completely terribly, if that's a sentence. And would take damage, so go ahead and roll 2d6.
I did a 9 above.
Oh,
Can reroll
9. Alright, so he is burned for 9, looking confused at the ball of fire that just seemingly appeared out of nowhere, blaming Barrett for this, as he's even more angry at you now, Barrett.
Oh my god. I mean, Lokun like points at the flaming spear, but the bullet probably doesn't understand. And then
No.
he runs back.
Well, that's like, I
He'll
don't
run
know,
back
it's magic fire.
over here.
Alright, you
Barrett
back up.
almost might be unconscious, but he's finding it thrilling. It's like a good gamble, you know?
Braca. Or Braca.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move up to the boule here.
Alright, so you have to move through Gnarl, so that would be 30 feet total.
Yep.
But you
Okay.
make it up to him.
And I am going to attack with my rapier.
All right.
Just gotta run up and try to stab through the armor, hopefully.
All right. So you rush forward, lunging at the creature as he's about to bite Barrett. Ha ha! Oh, what?
Oh my lord.
Not having any luck today as you just kind of, your rapier bends a little as you poke at his armor and it just does not penetrate. Anything else?
Can't use that. No.
Alright.
That's all I'm gonna do.
So Baraka's turn ends. Gnarl.
Sorry, I didn't know how Baraka got there, but I would have deleted this bonfire before he walked through it.
He went diagonally, so he didn't go through that square.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to use aggressive, which means I have to end my turn. Let me just see how this works.
I think you just have to use your bonus action, and you have to move towards the enemy. And
Okay,
yeah,
so
I have to move closer.
I have to end this aggressive move closer to the enemy than I started, so I'm 15 feet away. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm 10 feet away, right?
Yes, that would give him an Oppie, though.
That's an Oppie, yeah.
This flaming spear feels really hot if you go there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Damn it. Barrett, that's risky. I'm just going to attack, I guess.
All right, what sort of attack?
It's a thorn whip as thorns kind of come out of my hand. My free hand.
All right, so with flank, that would be 16. That would just miss as you whip against his hard armor, but it does not penetrate. Anything else?
That's all.
All right, Morgren.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my shield.
That will be your action.
Okay, and I'm going to...
Do you have Sanctuary? I was just curious.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast my last level 1 spell on Baird and use Healing Word.
Alright. Well, can't hurt.
Oh, wow, be through.
Alright, so you gain 3, feeling a little bit better. Anything else?
No, that'll be my turn because my action was used to pull out my shield.
Alright, so the Boule is going to roar angrily and snap at Barrett, trying
Real quick,
to...
was that 3 to me? I think so, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. Much
I
appreciated.
mean, don't even bother putting it on. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
He's not gonna hit
Oh,
me.
the Boule rolls a natural 1.
Yes, he bites his own foot.
So he stumbles a bit as he chomps at you, and you manage to get out of the way, ending his turn because he's not going to dig again because that hurt last time. Oscar.
Right, flaming spear.
Maybe he will dig because yeah, he does not want to get burned. Sorry, I forgot about the flaming spear. So he's going to attempt to go underground, giving oppies to the 3 people around him.
Yeah.
Alright, you whip him for 1.
There we go.
Bracca rapier stabs him. Oh, everyone's just going nuts on him. So give me a damage roll for the rapier and the psychic blade. Oh, good hit. 8, 16, 21. Oof, he is badly wounded as he retreats to the underground. And actually... Huh?
Does Gnarl have the opportunity to use the Thorn Whip to kind of hold him back a little bit?
No, it wouldn't really, because when you Thorn Whipped him, he'd still be above ground, so you couldn't really pull him at that point, because then afterward is when he digs under. So at this point, he would retreat somewhere deep below, and that would end combat, unless you're going to try to, like, dig down after him or something.
How far below?
You feel him digging farther away, so you're not sure where exactly he is. I don't know if the group has a way of pursuing.
Just wondering if I can send my spear down there.
Oh, down into the hole?
Yeah.
How far does your spear go?
30 feet?
Yeah, actually, you might get around to being able to do that. So he'll get a deck save as you. Uh, I'll say we'll just skip to you because no one else can go down there, right?
No.
All
Come on,
right.
Barrett, you can do it.
So he, yeah, if anyone wants to, you can jump in the hole and try to follow him. Though I might not
That'd be
recommend that.
so cool.
All right, sure, yeah, let's play this out. So Oscar, there is a hole there. Do you want to jump in and follow him?
Uh, I am going to pass on that.
All right, Barrett.
Think like you take your daggers out and jump on his head and like stab him. That'd be tight.
That would be.
Barrett's thinking about it, but he's
So
not gonna do it.
you
'Cause
would
she's
have to
feeling real
jump down at
scared.
least 20 feet, so you might take some damage falling down there.
No, I would just. Can I throw them down? Just
Uh,
randomly?
well, you can't see him. He kind of dug down then went sideways, so you don't really see him. You'd have to jump in to see him.
I just saw a message and I was like, well, let me ask. No, Barrett is gonna not do anything, even though he's fantasizing doing something really cool.
All right, Lokun, you said you're sending your sphere down there.
Yeah, I'll go to the edge of the hole. I guess it's like right here or something.
All
And I'll
right,
send it down there.
Oh
so
no, my torch.
oh yeah, that's right. Your torch is gone. And actually, let me mark that hole again really quick. So you send your sphere down, and he will try to make a saving throw because you'll get one more attack on him before he gets away. Deck save. 17. I think that would make it, unfortunately.
That would make it. So he'll take half.
Oh, he is very hurt, but still up.
Okay.
Braca.
Yeah. I'm not going down there.
Like, I'm not going back down there. There's a big old mama down there somewhere. Gnarl.
I'm not going down.
All right, Morgren.
Now the flaming sphere is casting light down there, so I'd be able to see.
So yeah, you saw Gnarl roll it into a hole down there, so you hear it burning down below. You can't see the boule yet because he's in the tunnel, but you could jump down there and you'd probably be able to see it at that point, but you would take some falling damage. And then you'd be down there with him.
Okay, so I can't use my Sacred Fame or Toll of the Dead because technically I can't see him.
Yes, not unless you jump down and try to go in there after him.
And here I was hoping the Sphere of Light casts enough light for me to see him.
Alright, so for his turn, or sorry, you doing anything?
Okay, yeah, no, I was thinking I could Guiding Bolt, but I forgot. I don't have the spells. So yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can't do anything because I can't see him.
Alright, so this turn the boule would burrow out of sight and basically escape. And you had him at 1 hit point too. That was really close.
Damn.
Really close. I thought when, yeah. Anyway, so what does the group want to do? It's quiet.
Oh, there's more, Barrett, is take this dagger and, guys, there's some more stuff in that chest.
Oh, you gave me the dagger? Is it
Oh.
cool looking?
I mean, I don't know. You got psionic daggers, so you don't want to use it, then give it to somebody else. But I don't need it.
So, looking at the obsidian daggers, anyone proficient with history? I think one of you is, right?
They have history, yeah.
So give me, anyone who's proficient in history, you can give me a history check. You might know
First
something.
of all, I'm gonna light a torch immediately.
Alright. As your last torch fell down the hole.
Yeah.
I guess you could climb down there and get it.
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
You still feel
History?
the creature moving further away from you as it's digging.
Did I get a good
Ooh.
roll? Oh, I did.
And you said you were trained, right?
Yeah, I'm proficient. I just am not super intelligent.
So the dagger is made of obsidian, but not the same as the boxes. This obsidian is a special material known as blackstone, which is very rare, and the knowledge of how to make it has long since been lost to the ages. But you know, these daggers, or this material, is supposed to be really good at holding magical enchantments, like for enchanting, and it's supposed to be extremely strong. The only known quantity that you know of is the wall around the city of Blackstone, which is actually named for the large ancient wall that the city was constructed within. It's in like the southeast of the empire.
I tell everyone this.
Alright, you give him a quick history lesson. Other than that, there are 3 potions and 2 scrolls in this chest.
Lokun will take the scrolls, and guys take the potions.
And actually, as you're looking through where the potions are, what's your perception? I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter. So as you're picking up the potions, underneath you would find a pearl.
Oh, bingo!
Bingo.
It's a game you guys don't know about. All right. Would it be
I
like?
think I actually had a dog named Bingo.
Nice. All right, I'll take the pearl too. This will be helpful, guys.
Okay.
Just out of character, does the pearl get consumed every time? or-
No.
No.
It's you just need to have it to do the spell.
Rad.
Also, if you are an alchemist, you can identify potions, as well as if you use identify on them. And if you
Or what
are
about-
a herbalist, you can identify healing potions.
Gotcha.
Those things.
How long does that take?
It's 10 minutes. So you have to basically have your kit and make a check. It's an alternate way of identifying potions.
Do we have time now, or are we trying to move along? Asking the group.
Well, Barrett
pretty
looks
hurt.
pretty beat up. I think Barrett's the only one that actually took a hit that fight.
Yeah, I took
Yeah.
I'm alright, guys. Off of blood.
Bear's rather hurt, and I'm out of spells.
So onward.
In the great words of Callan.
Well,
Okay.
let me take a look at some of these potions to see if
Okay.
any of them are healing potions.
Oh. Sorry, I'll give Barrett 10 good berries.
Alright, Barrett, he gives you a little sack of good berries to munch on. So you can use those to gain 10, and you just eat them. Om, nom, nom, nom. So you take a minute and eat all the good berries.
Jesus, Barrett, you're hungry.
I was a little messed up.
Growing boy.
So you get 10 HP back.
Yay! I'm feeling good. We could do this all day.
Sure. Alright, so now you have 4 unidentified potions in that scroll, right?
Yeah.
I've also
Yeah.
been wearing that ring for like 5 sessions. That someone said could be identifiable. But we have-
Which ring was that?
I wrote it down. It's it was a ring we found, and it said that it was it had like dwarven runes on it that kind of looked like house sigils. I just have it in my inventory as a signet ring with dwarven.
Oh,
runes.
wow, yeah, okay, yep. I got it in my notes way back from several sessions ago. You haven't identified it yet?
No, I've just been wearing it because it's cute.
Gotcha. Alright, so I'll put down now you have 2 unidentified rings.
Well, you guys want me? I can identify all this stuff. It's just gonna take me a while.
Probably a good
I think
idea.
we got time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What should I identify first? I'm very interested in. How about that ring, Barrett?
Do we want to do
Pretty
that in
nice.
here where another Boule may attack?
Good
I mean,
point,
we'll
Morgan.
kill it.
That's what we've done so far.
You want to do it outside, above, or
Probably
the other
good.
side is
I say,
Boulder?
I say here. I think we're good.
All
Yeah,
right.
just watch out if tremors start happening.
Yes.
Yeah, we just run out real fast.
When we do feel tremors, should we spread out? Should we stay still? Should we group up?
Everybody
Spread out.
stand close to Morgan.
They jump out, remember? It's probably best to
I'm kidding around.
spread out.
All right. So what has Braca been doing in all this? He's just been kind of quietly observing for the time being.
Yeah, he's been like just seeing like what's coming out of the chests and listening to their ideas,
All right.
what they feel like we're all doing.
Almost the whole goblin.
And if
over
Braca
here.
doesn't like it, he's just gonna go back. But there's a boulder at this door, right? Or the
Yeah.
exit,
So
yeah.
the exit is currently blocked. Yes. All right. So you said, or sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's fine.
So you said you were trying to identify the items here.
I think we should go to the other side of that boulder, but it's up to you guys.
You do know that the ramp and the cave back there are solid stone, so it might be harder for the boule to dig through than the dirt down here. Though it is a bit odd that the boules haven't gone up to the cave at all. We wonder if there might be something else going on with that, why they're just in this area. Does anyone have nature knowledge?
Yes.
So, Oscar, you can actually give me... I don't remember if we did a check for the boule. I don't think we did. Alright, never mind. You have no idea. I mean, I guess with training, you would know that boules... I think I told you some of this are alpha predators. Generally, hunting areas.
Yep.
So it would be odd to you that the boules haven't gone and attacked the caves, being fairly close to them. That would be strange.
That does sound strange.
Alright, so did you say you're
We
going...
taking this out, or are we chilling here?
And I
This
haven't
out.
been in these caves far too long.
Braca's like,
I
let's
think
get out of
Braca
here.
wants to get out of here.
Alright,
It's in the sunshine.
so the
To the next cave.
Yeah, back to the upper cave instead of this lower cave. Alright, so you head back up. The hobgoblins will move the boulders so you can exit. And they will actually be very surprised when they see Braca. And one of them says, "Oh, the whelp survived. It was the least likely, I thought." He says, "Welcome back,
The only one that
whelp."
did. Yes. But that's the only one that survived. Unfortunately, you two should have came along.
We would have, but we were not ordered to. Lo Kun thought it best if we stay, or if we only send a smaller group to investigate. I assume that you were wiped out by the bugs that this group encountered, or your group was.
Yeah, pretty much. And I looked at the situation and decided it best not to die down there.
A cowardly tactic, goblins. Ah.
You could be the brave one. I will leave that to you and the others that were down there with me.
Give me a persuasion check.
Meet with our new friend.
He just kind of goes, huh, and just kind of lets it go. And he says, "Go tell Lo Kun that." Why do I keep saying Lo Kun? Go
dude.
tell.
We were wondering the same thing.
Like, wait.
Go tell Ordul that the whelp survived. And he nods, and one of the hobgoblin soldiers goes off to tell him. So the group starts identifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you working on first?
We'll do the dagger first.
All right. The obsidian dagger. You do an identify using the pearl. And oh wait, you don't have the scroll scribed yet, do you? Or
I just have the spell. Yeah.
Oh, do you have the spell already?
Yeah, I took the spell. Yep.
Oh, okay. So you do have it. All right. So you cast it as a ritual. Luckily, as a wizard, you can do that even if you have it prepared, because you have it in your spell book, right?
Indeed.
All right. So the obsidian dagger is interesting. It is a +1 dagger with the added ability to be able to be enchanted again to add effects to it more easily than a normal masterworked or magical weapon. So it'd be
Awesome.
cheaper.
Quick question. It's just like a mechanical thing. So if I can, so I can throw my psychic dagger as an action, and then the second one's a bonus action. But like, would I be able to throw a psychic dagger, and then instead of the bonus action dagger, throw a different dagger?
No,
Yeah. Well.
no,
So
you can't
yeah, I think
because
that's
it's part of
a
the ability.
yeah, it's a special thing with the psychic dagger ability. I mean, normally, I think you could attack with an offhand weapon, right? Even if you did. Oh,
Yeah, like it would be an off
so
instead of
link
it would be
the
an offhand.
link the
with a-
psychic daggers real quick. Let me see what it says.
Yeah, so you can use two-weapon fighting. The problem is if you do it that way, then you will have
Oh,
a
whoops!
you'll have no yeah, you'll have no bonus on the second attack. That's the benefit of the
Yeah,
psychic blades is your second attack gets your dex bonus.
yeah, exactly. So you could throw a different dagger, but you wouldn't get your dex to the attack.
Okay. Well, I mean, if the dagger is like better, like it would be like a weighing, and the damage of 1d4 is lesser more than the
Yeah, totally.
True.
You're right.
damage of the other one.
You're right. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, if it was like a flame tongue dagger for sure, yeah. Or like something with like +2 or something, it might actually be more better.
Yeah.
More
And then-
better.
As long as
Might
you
be
have a
better.
way for it to pop back to you so you don't lose it.
Yeah.
Which this one does not. So once you threw it, you would have to go pick it up. It's not really one of those returning daggers. But yeah, it
I'm
is a
just curious.
+1, and yeah, like I said, it seems like it can accept enchantments easier.
So
Alright.
it might be better at some.
Yeah.
Lokun lets Baron know, or keep that safe for now, I guess. Yeah,
Unless anyone else can use it, perhaps.
or somebody else. Yeah.
And it's magical, so it gets
don't
through
shoot.
magical resistance, like things that are
Yeah.
immune to non-magical damage.
I only use magical spells to attack, so I have no use for it.
If anyone else needs it, otherwise I'll hold on to it.
Getting that close isn't the wisest idea for me, so I don't need it.
Aren't you wearing heavy armor?
Oh, half plate.
All right, I guess
Medium
that's
armor.
medium armor. All right, so you hang on to the dagger for now. What are you identifying next?
The dwarven ring.
All right, so the ring with the sigil. You take 10 minutes and find out it is a ring of protection.
Ah, impressive.
Which basically you need to attune to it. Once you do, it will add +1 to your AC and saving throws.
Wow. That's nice. All right.
Super nice.
The other ring.
So you spend another 10 minutes. The other ring is. And your eyes would light up a bit from this one. It is a ring of spell storing.
Ooh.
Which, if you don't know what that does, I can send you the description. But
Okay.
as a wizard, do you know what it does, or would you like the description?
I can look it up.
So it requires attunement. You can store spells cast onto it, holding them until the attuned wearer uses them, like sort of like almost like scrolls. The ring can store up to 5 levels worth of spells. Any creature can cast a spell of 1st through 5th level into the ring by touching the ring and casting the spell, basically using the sphere. The spell has no effect, but it's stored in the ring. If the ring can't hold the spell, because like it's too high level or it's already holding a bunch of spells, it's expended without effects. You basically just waste it. The
Very
level
cool.
of the slot used to cast the spell determines how much space it uses. It makes sense. And while wearing the ring, you can cast any spell stored within it. The spell uses the slot, level, spell save DC, etc. of the original caster, but otherwise it's treated as if you cast the spell.
Wow. Okay.
The spell cast, is no longer stored, freeing up space. So yeah, it can basically, it's like a spell battery almost.
I'll hold on to this for now and charge it up later.
Okay.
What else did we get? How are you guys feeling? You want me to keep going?
Yeah, yeah.
All the potions. We also have that one with the toenail.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so you're identifying a potion next.
Sure. The toenail potion.
So that one is a potion of frost giant strength.
Ooh. Who wants that?
Do you need me to give you the
I think
description of
I think we can look it up. That might be. Yeah.
that? Here, let me.
I'll.
I could just read it real quick. This one is pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Well, if I could spell strength right. Or wait, apparently my compendium doesn't work. Let me try something else.
I have it right here for some reason. Don't ask.
Damn it, roll 20.
There you go.
There it is.
Hey, let the party know what it does. Somebody, hold on to that. Somebody, who wants this? Going once, going twice.
Oh, strength. I don't know, Baird. Who hits lots of stuff
I mean,
with weapons.
I use Dex. I mean,
Right.
I could use strength if my strength was anything, but I usually use Dex.
Does anyone
guys.
use strength in this
What
party?
about Braca?
And I don't use strength, but
If you're as strong as a frost giant, you could.
yeah,
Yeah.
I could definitely do that. It's like
Hey,
I know something about that. Yes,
Huh.
I'll
Take it.
take that. Yeah.
All right.
all right.
So you take that potion. I go ahead and mark it in your inventory. So there are 3 potions left and the scroll.
The scrolls I can just read, right?
Yes.
I don't have to identify them.
Although if you read them and they're cursed, that will set off the curse.
Oh,
So
lordy.
it's a less safe way of doing scrolls, but it is definitely quicker and yeah.
I'll hold on to those last. I think not everybody cares about those. What about the dwarven statuettes? Before I forget those, like a long time ago, we found like a bunch of statuettes. We thought they were worth something.
So the
we didn't know.
statuettes, if you take another 10 minutes, they have simple preservation enchantments on them. Nothing very powerful.
Okay.
Valuable as hell, right?
More
Probably
just,
valuable to a collector, yes,
yeah,
because they're ancient artifacts.
for the art collection. All right. What else did we have? We had a clear crystal and bluish crystal that seem to repel each other, like magnets. That's interesting.
Yes. Did you want to take a look at those?
Indeed.
All right. So the bluish crystal, actually, who was it that had history and arcana?
History.
I have Arcana.
Braca.
All right. So, I guess Lokun, since you're doing the identifying, do you have history?
I do not.
All right. So, identifying this crystal reveals something interesting. The crystal is storing magical energy, which it appears can be used with certain items to power them. So it looks like this crystal is storing arcane energy. A very large supply of arcane energy.
Is this the clear one or the bluish one?
This is the bluish one. Question: do you tell everyone that?
I definitely tell everybody that.
Alright.
All these things. I'm just like expounding on the magical benefits of everything.
So, if Lokun says that, anyone with proficiency in history can make a check. You might know something.
I guess the historian. I was taught when growing
Alright.
up, I had a good teacher.
So, with a 13, you don't know too much about these crystals, but you know they're supposed to be exceedingly rare. The art to create them was lost many cycles ago. And this is like some ancient magic tech right here.
That's
Right.
agent.
So this would be extremely valuable to anyone who is a magical collector. And it could be really valuable if you found something that this could power.
You should keep those very safe.
Oh, and they're
right.
extremely unstable. So if you bang them around a bit, they could explode for a lot of damage.
I would.
Don't worry, Naro. They're totally stable in that padded box. Just keep lugging it around, okay? And I'll
I
do
would let
the.
them know.
Okay, I'll let them know. I'll also take a look at the clearer crystal. And
So when you identify that one, you identify it as a dwarven, or actually not a dwarven, sorry, an elven knowledge crystal. Much like a book, a command word can be uttered to kind of open it, and it makes words appear in the air. So it's a way of storing information. Also a very ancient item. This particular one seems like it has information on weapon crafting.
oh,
Magical
Maybe.
weapon crafting, that is, sorry. I
ooh,
should have been more
yeah.
precise.
Study that later. And then the potions. Let me know you guys get bored of this. We can always move on.
Finding magical items is never boring.
Yeah, you had a bunch saved up because you've been finding them but unable to know what they do. So the potions, they're pretty simple. 2 of the potions are healing potions. The third one is a greater healing potion.
You guys take these potions. Maybe Barrett, you have a tendency to need the greater one, maybe, and then Raka, you're up in the front. You should take one of the other ones. Split it up, guys. And I don't know. You guys split it up.
I'll take one too.
Yeah. So
I don't
guess
have any
Gnarl-
healing innately.
Yeah, Gnarl, Braka take the regular healing potions, and I think Barrett take the greater. Or I
Any
don't know. However
objections?
you guys want.
Sounds good to me.
Right. One minor healing potion.
Unless someone also needs it. Oh no. Barrett's armor class is like 14. What is everyone else's like?
I'm quite heavily armored.
Well,
With my
We don't know
shield,
it.
17.
we might not know the exact numbers to our ACs, right? So,
Oh yeah, sorry.
um,
I'm in this.
But
level.
keep it handy. Take it. All right. Is there anything else you guys want me to identify?
You want to read the scroll?
Lokun at your service. Sure. I'll identify the scrolls the safe way.
It's Deckard Lokun. Stay a while and listen. Hello. Alright, so scroll. Give me a d10 roll.
Yeah.
Just, I guess, any of you. Whoever wants to. This is a scroll of chain lightning.
Yeah, 2 chain
Jesus.
lightnings.
Did you have one already?
No. I'm for both of those scrolls.
Oh, I thought there was only one scroll. Is there 2? Did I mess that up?
I
Wait, let me
think
check
there
my notes.
were.
I only have one here. Did I say 2 by accident?
Okay,
Alright.
just one.
Yeah, there's just one.
that.
That might have been. I may have misspoke, but there's one scroll. It is a chain lightning spell.
Damn.
Jesus.
Nice.
Don't stand too close to me when I use that. All right.
Another way for you to singe my beard hair.
Multitudes of
That's what
ways.
happened to your beard.
Exactly.
I was
All
wondering.
right. Is that
The nose
everything?
big of it.
I think that's everything, right, guys?
I think so.
So
All right.
you're just giving me these things.
I'll keep the scroll, I think.
Well, no, these potions that you gave me, you're just giving them to me.
Yeah, you're gonna
Right?
Which potion did you give him? Is this Braca,
giant-
right?
Yeah,
yeah, the
Okay.
frost giant strength and healing.
and a healing.
Gnarl kind of looks over at Braca and kind of knowingly and says, "Things operate a little differently amongst us rather than in the old ways. I had to learn too. People give things away in this society."
One of the hobgoblins says, "Hey, can I have one of those potions if you're going to give it to
No!
the whelp over?" Oh, goddamn! But he's small. He's going to die anyway. Why are you wasting resources on him?
Part of our company now.
He's Iron Tide. He is not part of your company.
I don't know if he likes them very much anymore.
Do you forget that I outrank you in this?
Oh shit!
I think you forget, and I don't bring it up often.
So he growls a little bit. Give me a persuasion check.
Nice.
Are you saying it threateningly or more like diplomatically?
Diplomatically.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check. So he looks at you and he says, "I don't know how you've defeated others to gain your rank, but you keep talking and I will put you down to gain rank." He says, "I could take you in a fight." And the other one kind of looks at his buddy and looks at you. And he says, "We should not fight. Erdul will not be happy with this. You know what Orcard says about mercenary fighting. It cannot be done just out of nowhere." And he looks a little bit more concerned as he hears Orcard's name and just kind of cows a little bit. Says, "You're a lucky whelp."
What's that?
Gnarl stands behind Braca.
We all might.
Just in
The whole
solidarity.
that they would not have to lose another hobgoblin.
A couple of the hobgoblins are like, "Oh no, just kidding." He just looks at you and he growls a little bit, but he doesn't say anything because he, with insight. Give me an insight check. Although this is probably pretty obvious. Oh well. So yeah, he just goes kind of quiet and grumbles under his breath a little. What does the group want to do? You got your 2 potions, you said, right, Braca, the frost giant. What was the other one?
It was just a regular healing.
Healing potion. Who took the greater?
Baird, I believe.
Baird.
I think I did, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And what about the ring? Of the
Oh
Ring
yeah,
of
the ring of protection. That's a good question. Who took that?
I don't think we decided.
Haven't decided.
Is it
Perhaps
just
we can
Party
decide
treasury right now?
diplomatically later.
I think you guys should roll for it. Roll some bones.
All right. So I guess if no one's wearing it, who's carrying it?
We could decide. I think we can decide diplomatically.
I think somebody needs to decide and attune to it ASAP.
Yeah,
who
I
wants
do
it?
agree. I put
Aaron
it
would argue himself because he gets hit a lot and he's
Yeah.
wearing leather armor.
all about that.
Yeah.
Unless
Anybody else want to contest it?
Plus,
unless
he's the
someone
other
gets
half of the
more.
great damage team.
Hobgoblin says, "I'll take it if you're just giving out stuff."
I don't think you're part of this group, I thought.
And I am more than grateful with what I've already been given. So
I'm fine with my armor currently.
Give
I
it
would
to
say
Baird.
if we... Yeah. Go ahead,
If
Baird.
anyone needs it more, I'm happy to give it. Baird doesn't really care about material possessions.
Baird.
He thinks it's stylish.
Baird.
Unless
Just
it's
put it
a
on.
ring of protection.
Baird, just put it on.
All right, so Barrett takes the Ring of Protection. Go ahead and put it in your inventory. It wouldn't be in
Perhaps,
the party treasury anymore.
perhaps it would be fair if, as we go forward, if those that don't have magical items in the future get first picks later on to even it out.
Who took the dagger?
I
No
believe
idea.
Baird.
I
Yeah, he can't really. We're not really
He can't
using it
use
yet.
it though.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
sitting in a backpack, and no one else really
Yeah.
uses daggos.
All right,
Daggos.
Not yet.
so Barrett took the dagger into his backpack. And I think Lo Kun took the Ring of Spell Storing, right?
Is that? Did you want that, Loku? Or should
Is he muted?
do you have? Yeah, muted. We do have more spellcasters. I don't need it. But
Oh,
of course.
I got the spell storing, and I'm gonna charge it up sometime, and maybe I'll hand it off to one of you.
All right, that also requires attunement, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Right now, it's not worth anything without spells in it, so I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay. So I think that's well. I hopefully you guys wrote down all the items, because I'm taking them off my list here. So I'm assuming someone has each of the items we talked about, or else they're gonna fall into the net.
I hope so.
Yeah. So let's just make sure we have the stuffed dagger and ring of protection on Barrett, ring of storing on Lo Kun, crystals blue and clear on Gnarl inside the padded box, scroll of chain lightning Lo Kun, and those are the main things. I think.
There was some healing potions and the frost giant potion, but yeah, those are the main things.
All right, everything's accounted for. Awesome.
All right. So we are a little bit over the halfway point. Do we want to take a 5-minute break for stretch and restroom?
Sure.
Do it up.
All right. So be back in 5 minutes, and we'll continue.
Creating a custom item is a pain in the ass.
Oh, for D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
know,
really easy in Roll20.
How
Yeah.
do you add an item in one Roll20?
You. Oh, go ahead.
There's underneath at the bottom of your inventory. There's just a plus, I think, button, and you just click that, and then you can just name it, and put the stats like its weight and everything.
How much does that chest weigh, by the way?
That was 20 pounds.
20 pounds.
Yeah. I have no idea how to add custom items in D&D Beyond because
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't even know how I'm gonna I just have to track the spells they store into the ring of storing, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I would
interesting.
just write that in notes
Like
somewhere.
my notes, yeah. I don't trust D&D Beyond sometimes, quite honestly.
Yeah, put it in
It
notes.
can either
Notes.
be attack spells
Notes.
or even healing spells could be stored in that for somebody.
Yeah, we can store all the best spells, of course.
Yeah, just remember
Bestest.
to use the spells, you have to be attuned, but to store in the ring, you just have to touch it and cast the
Interesting.
spell. So
Oh, so someone else should wear this. Yeah.
yes, I believe. I don't think you have to actually have the spells on your spell list. You just have to
Yeah.
use the ring to summon the magic that's in it.
So
But-
Can more than
non-magical
one
people
person
could
store
use
in
it.
that, or is it just one person?
Like any.
Anyone can
Anybody-
cast. So you basically, to store a spell, you touch the ring, you use the spell, and then the ring stores it instead of the spell actually. Like you'd use the resource, like the spell slot, but the spell doesn't go off. Instead, it goes into the ring. And you can store up to
mean,
5
I thought it
levels.
said something about using the spellcaster's stats or something.
Yes, so that's the tricky part. When you cast the spell in there, you have to record like if it's an attack spell, you record the DC and all that stuff. Or a healing spell,
Okay.
you just record like the wisdom bonus. But when it's cast, you would use whatever was cast into it. As if
Oh, go ahead.
as if that person had cast it. But anyway, I'm going to go use the restroom, so I'm going to go now.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right. I mean, somebody else should use this because this is my idea: is that we put healing spells in there, and I put a couple shields and absorb elements in there. Oh man, this thing is going to be awesome. And
Interesting.
I think it makes more sense if the non-magical users have this because then it's like, I mean, that's kind of crazy, like, right? Like,
yeah, good
or-
question. That's a good point.
It can also be like an
But we can
extra
fit at
spell
max
slot.
5 first level spells in there.
Yeah, and it
or
could be like
one
reaction
chain
spells.
lightning. No, I'm just kidding.
But you're right. You could use like reactionary spells like shield and
Yeah,
stuff like
Hey,
that, or
let's get
healing
some
word.
shields in there. Yeah, dude. You guys with shield, like one of the frontliners with shield, that's insane. I mean, we could just be like taking boulets all day long with this thing.
Just figure out how we want to break it up, and Morgan will put either healing word or cure wounds in there. Well, actually, cure wounds would be better because then I don't got to touch somebody.
Yeah, I think probably want to put like 2 or 3 cure wounds and 2 and 3 of shields. Those are probably the most useful things, I think. So.
Good point.
Do we have to
Boom.
expend a spell slot in order to put it in there?
Yes. Yeah.
So
just first
Okay, then
cast
we
it,
need a
yes.
long rest. We'd need to be
Well-
able to do like 2 long rests because that would expend some spell slots for.
Well, I mean, I conserved, so if like the next time if I still hold on to these slots, I can load it up a little bit, halfway at least. So
I got a healing word myself if we need to put
Alright.
that on.
Healing word would be
And,
useful too.
yeah,
Or yeah, whatever. I got a bunch. Cool. Yeah.
nice.
Later on, we could fill it with just a single, was it mass cure wounds?
I think the
5, I believe,
versatility.
or is that healing word?
I think
Good-
versatility
good
is good
idea.
sometimes, though. I think
True.
Yeah,
I actually think
absolutely.
and also look, it's not going to be what I think is like 1 healing word, maybe 2 cure wounds, or like basically whoever has stuff like available at the end of the day, right? So,
Yeah. I think that's great. And
yeah.
Do it just before a long rest.
Oh
Mhm.
man, imagine I put like
level
a
1,
familiar
level
in there.
2, right?
I
Or
put a
what
familiar
level?
in there.
Shoot.
That's
That'd
a
be
level
so
1.
tight.
Pass without trace. Spike growth.
I mean, the familiar is a great idea because you could just use one. I mean, I could probably just use a. I gotta read this thing again. I'll just paste it for you guys. You can
Oh, I keep
strategize
clicking
on how to
things, I'm
use it.
sorry.
What I think. So yeah, I mean, it looks like I can just ritual cast into this thing. And the great thing about the familiar is like we only need to do it once, and then you got
Yeah.
that familiar. Just be safe with it, and then you got him with you for a while, you know. Man, you guys gonna be like a wizard, a junior wizard.
Who's picking this ring up? Morgan?
Not Lokun. Lokun will store into it, but somebody else needs to attune to it.
I would
Yeah,
say
yeah.
Gnarl or Baraka.
Alright, I'm back.
I've got pets already.
Barack Obama.
Spraka needs a.
Barack Obama.
Hopefully, eventually, I'll have uncanny dodge, so I won't take as much damage ever. So
Yep.
that'll be tight.
Famous last words.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure that's how it works.
Theoretically.
In theory. Alright, so it's probably getting close to 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. What does the group want to do?
Oh, I'm so tired.
When do we have a timeline for releasing those, the miners and getting those guys, the soldiers and farmers, the
So
prisoners
they
out?
had said later on in the evening they were gonna have like a basically like a small guard there, and
So
at that
that we
point,
still need to dispatch.
yeah. Well, you can either dispatch or try to knock them out without them seeing you.
Ooh, yes.
Well, it's gonna take us a while to get over there, right? At least a few hours. Is that correct? Remember?
I mean, it'll take you like maybe an hour to get over there.
As feeling like you want to try to rest up here and then set out to do the thing.
Yeah,
Wink, wink.
that sounds like a great plan.
All right, so you want to take another rest?
Yeah, if we can. That would be the second short rest of the day, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or is it third?
It'd be your second, which I think would be the last one you can take today. Now, you left the other prisoners you had saved back up in the mountains, right? Along with Shock.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
told them to wait for our signal, I think.
Oh,
Alright.
to leave, yeah.
Yeah, so they're still kind of
Still
waiting up there with
remember
you.
that. Jeez, I did not remember that.
So, yeah, this would be your second short rest that you're taking.
I think the house rules say that we can take up to 3 short rests, I think.
So, yeah, I had changed that to your proficiency bonus in short rest because that's the new ruling for it, and I like that ruling.
Gotcha.
So it's lower at low level, but yeah, as your proficiency bonus goes up, you can take more short rests a day.
All right. Oh,
So the hours passes. So go ahead and spend hit dice and regain your resources for short resting.
and attune to your things.
Ah,
And
yes, and you can attune.
who is taking the ring of spell storing? Let's make that decision so you can attune to it, like now.
Do we have spells that we're putting into it?
Uh,
I don't think
okay,
right now,
good,
but
good point. Good point.
yeah.
I have no spells left currently.
I have some, but let's wait till the end of the day.
Yeah, to put that in. But it doesn't hurt attuning to it. But you could do that during a long rest or after a long rest.
You can
we
do
can
it
do it during a long rest.
during any rest. So during the rest, Erdul would actually show up again. He would see Braca and say, "Ah, Braca, you're still alive. Excellent. So my troops weren't lying to me."
Nope. Nope, I made it out of there. There's much in that cabin.
What? So I assume you were attacked by the creatures that the Siegebreakers encountered. Yes.
Yes. Yes, that and then there was one massive boulet down there. Very large.
Interesting. I wonder what such a creature would even feed off of to be able to survive down there. Perhaps some sort of magical beast. Well, I'm glad that you survived. And actually, since you did, I was going to ask you something. Do you think you could travel with the Siegebreakers as sort of an ambassador to us, since your skills might come in handy to them?
Yeah, that would be okay.
He says it.
Better than my last mission, I suppose.
He nods. He says they are a bit more skilled than most of the mercenaries here, so I think they will provide a good group for you to be a part of, especially if they're going to be helping us.
Is that? Yes, sir. That sounds fine.
He says, "Oh, and Siegebreakers. I think we can probably make the rescue work without losing soldiers. I'm just going to send people on guard who know of your." And actually, he would kind of send the guards away for this. He would say, "I'm going to send people on guard who know of your true identities." Because actually, yeah, most of these guys don't know who you are. So instead of having to kill them, we will just release the prisoners to you in the night, and then you can. He says, "Well, actually, do you have a way of getting the prisoners back to your town, or do you have to make that journey with them?"
Mm.
And I'm sure they can make their way back. It's a long journey, though, is it not?
So
3 days, I believe.
it
But Shock
isn't.
could perhaps.
Yeah, it's not a journey that can be easily made because it's through open plains. So you'd have to have someone with survival skill to do it, or else you risk them getting lost. And Shock doesn't
Okay.
have survival. Now, you guys originally came here with a scout, didn't you? Or am I misremembering?
We did.
We did, yes.
So you do still have that scout waiting for you to the south.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
rendezvous with the scout and let
We
him.
can take them, yeah.
Yeah.
And he said he'd wait for you for at least like a couple of weeks, and if you didn't check in, he'd leave. But he should still be there, because it's only been, I
Okay.
think, maybe a week since you got here.
Sounds about right.
So, so anyway, he says, well, if you have someone to get them back, guess you could have them take them. Otherwise, we can just keep them imprisoned until you're ready to leave.
Oh, what about Shafe? Would she be able to get him
Yeah.
back?
Well, we
Or
gotta
more of
would
a
talk.
that be a
rogue.
waste?
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't survival, but we'll talk to
I mean,
her.
imagine asking
Cool.
Barrett to take these people all the way home.
Oh yeah. They wouldn't last. They wouldn't last a day out there.
All right. Well, you let me know, and we shall do whatever makes it most convenient for you. But we can do this without the ruse, I think, because with all the men we've lost, I would rather we not lose more, unless we absolutely had to.
We wouldn't want to have to kill innocent soldiers.
I mean, we're
Aye,
not
if we
so
can
innocent.
spare some bloodshed, that works for me. Though I'd like to get the people out of those cages sooner rather than later.
Agreed. I agree.
All right. So he nods and says, "If just come get me, I'll be at Orcard's quarters if you wish to speak. When you wish to take them." And he would
Right.
leave.
What did he mean by your true identity?
Mm. Well, we came out here to get, stop the siege of Chaur, but found out that seems like it was a lot easier to stop it just by negotiating rather than a bunch of killing.
Okay.
That's what I took from it, at least.
Give me
Fair,
a
that's a fair assessment.
deception check.
I wasn't trying to deceive. I actually am like that's literally what I kind of feel it is. Or unless
So-
you're like I'm holding stuff back.
Yeah, you're kind of holding stuff back with that assessment. You're being a little bit evasive.
I rolled a 7.
All right, so yeah, you would get the feeling he's not telling you everything with that description.
Oh,
Like-
it's okay. You don't have to tell me.
Ah.
But anyway,
I was curious at those.
I'm just the muscle
there
and the guide.
there may be a reason that not that anyone's saying this, but yeah, there may be a reason the Iron Tide is not very happy with the group if they knew who you actually were. Which I don't think you said that, but you may have hinted a little bit at it from what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is now, close to. Well, you took an hour, so it's close to 2 o'clock. Maybe actually 2:30. What do you all want to do?
What's our next objective?
There is more cave to explore down there if you're interested in it, but you don't necessarily have to, because you remember there is actually another chest down there that you left, and a whole other area down there you didn't explore.
I'm
It's
kind
true.
of partial to doing that.
Yeah, let's. I mean, we're starting to finally get some
Momentum
goods
and
out of
figure
this.
out how. Yeah, exactly.
Only
You
some
know.
of us are out of spells.
I mean, I don't have much left, but I'm game. But don't expect, and maybe Morgan's happy for this, but don't expect more spears to come out.
Morgan smiles
Well,
slightly.
I still have some
Thank the
tricks up
goddess.
Go ahead, Brocco. What'd you say?
I was saying I still have some tricks up my sleeve.
Okay.
Good.
You all want to go back in?
Yeah.
But if y'all are more comfortable waiting until morning to
Morgan will say, "We can go
find
back
this,
in, but I got no spells to heal anybody or myself. I used the last of my spells to heal Barrett.
Barrett's feeling like $1,000,000.
So
What were
we,
you
we
saying?
go in there at a deficit if we go back in.
What were you saying, Oscar?
if everybody else is more comfortable spending the night recovering, taking care of, but I just hate leaving treasures or stuff down
Yeah,
there.
there was that chest.
We found some really good stuff here.
I think this is what we do. I think we run down there, try to grab the last chest, and if something pops out, let's not stick around to fight it too much. Maybe make
Yeah.
a retreat with the chest. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Maybe Callan will get killed in the retreat this time.
Yeah, Callan, wear this the shirt. It's becoming of you.
All right.
If
So
you're bleeding, we won't even know.
there you go. All right. So you heading back down?
Think so.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So you let the guards know who come back over, and move the boulder so you can get back below.
Morgan makes a quiet prayer to the Raven Queen.
All right.
If I would transform into a horse, would anybody want to ride me? We sprint there and back real quick.
In these caves.
Can you even fit through that?
Yeah, it would be kind of
These
hard
tunnels?
to move through these caves with the loose dirt as a horse. You keep sinking.
Okay.
And make a lot of noise.
Yeah, I'll definitely summon the bullets. Maybe we gotta move. That's a good point.
Slowly, stealthy.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Tiptoe over
your
there.
torch is out now. You have to spend
so a lot
another one.
A lot of people who the rest of the party's feeling pretty low on magics.
Indeed.
Does anyone have the
Uh,
light
good.
spell?
I have night vision.
I got night vision.
Just meant for poor
I got
Barrett,
dark
so he
vision.
didn't have to keep spending torches.
I'll
I have 4
I
left.
can give him all my torches.
I'll use a torch.
From your adventurer's kit.
Yeah. Well, like, a lot of people come with torches, so I mean, we're probably fine for now.
I have 10 of them.
Alright, so you spend another torch lighting up the area.
Just a stupid human.
But I like the idea of trying to be stealthy. You guys like that idea?
I love that idea.
But with
Morgan
a torch.
looks at his armor and goes,
I
"Sure."
will.
Sorry,
you
who's
think-
speaking?
Morgan looks at his armor and goes, "Yeah, this is gonna go well."
Alright, well, Oscar, you cast Pass Without Trace using a second level spell.
Yes.
And yeah, you all seem to be moving a lot quieter as the magics surround you. And the weirdest thing now, these loose dirts that were leaving tons of tracks, you now leave no tracks as you walk over it.
Should we roll stealth too, just for the hell of it?
Yeah, so if you're moving stealthily into the cave, you don't have to roll it yet. I'll make you roll it when it would matter. But go ahead and start moving. And you are moving slower because you're stealthing. Kind of creeping
the
through
last-
the cave.
That was the last of your magic, Oscar.
Do we have? Is that?
I
do we have
got
to be
a
out of the
bit more
light then?
magics left.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you say, Gnarl?
Do we have to be out of the light to stealth?
So for sight-based stealth, it's very easy to see you with a torch, but for like hearing and like tremor sense, or not tremor sense, but like vibrations, Light doesn't matter. So one thing, Oscar, make sure you mark yourself as concentrating and put in prolonged effects when you cast the spell, so you know how long it lasts, because this is an hour spell. And so you move down into a familiar area, which you see a bunch of holes still.
Do we have a certain time right now that I could
So
record, or
I think if
start
you
of the cave?
click on calendar, you can see what time it is right now. It is currently
perfect.
2:30 in the afternoon, so you know this will last till 3:30 if you put that down in the thing. Yeah, so as you move deeper into the cave, it is quiet so far, no vibrations.
Shall we go to the runes that we disrupted?
Yeah.
Down below.
Oscar, you coming up?
I'll mark that those exploded.
I'm also gonna cast my owl familiar.
Alright, so there's also a bunch of owls flying around. Ooh.
Where are you headed, Gnarl?
And you don't... Go ahead.
Oh, was it down there? Oh.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah. Bear, this is why we didn't let you take the group back.
So
What are
you
talking about?
don't...
Morgan was just quietly trying to lure him into a hole.
You don't have to have the owls out right now. You can just say they're in the background, because I know it's a pain to move a bunch of tokens around.
Okay.
It'll only really matter if there's like an explosion or something.
I think Oscar was the only one that's been past these.
Yeah, so these runes, if you approach them now, do not seem to glow. So they may be expended.
Good job, Baron.
Everybody stands back while
Way
Jared
to
moves forward.
blow everyone up.
Those Oscars.
It was Oscar.
For some
Oscar
reason,
blew
Barrett
me
just
up.
keeps getting blamed for it.
That's
It's
fine.
always Barrett's fault.
It's like, I didn't do it, damn it.
That time it was not me, I swear.
Give me a d20 roll.
Mother.
Alright, you sense a slight rumbling. Does anyone have a passive perception of 14 or over? I'm assuming someone does.
Gnarl has 15.
Alright, so yeah, you
Thank
would
God,
sense
Gnarl.
a slight rumbling somewhere in the distance. I'm not sure if it's
here.
getting closer, but something is moving around underneath you somewhere.
Something's close. I'll let you know if it gets louder.
I forgot. Are we spreading out?
Give me
Or
stealth checks at this
clustering.
point. So everyone give me a stealth check and add 10 to it.
Okay, 17 because I'm at disadvantage.
Hey, look at that.
23, 27, 20, 35, 19. Yeah, so you're all moving very quietly thanks to the magics of this spell, which are covering your tracks. And from what you can tell, Gnarl, the rumbling isn't getting closer yet. It's still pretty far away. Oh, I should move the Twitch camera. So the cave opens up as you saw before, going in several directions. The ceiling kind of varies between 10 and 15 feet. And yeah, the ground is all soft all around you. Except for the
Hey,
walls.
Hey, Oscar, what way did you go and get the one chest from?
Yeah.
Oh, I went to the north, so we should go to the south.
So you are moving through the cave. Freeze! So as you step to the south, Gnarl, a rune will light up next to you.
Peace.
I would suggest we don't walk further past that. Do we want to try the same trick we did before?
If it's explosive,
It looks like another one of those explosive runes.
Yeah. This time, I'll have the familiar. I'll have Warbanner follow you, just out of safety.
Cool.
You do remember, Oscar, that there is a chest up here that you left behind. Because you ran away from that one guy.
Oh, up this way.
Yeah.
Or up. Okay.
Just as a reminder, because it was only like a few hours ago, so you would remember.
I totally forgot that, so I'm gonna tell the party. I think there's also a chest up in the other way. I never grabbed it because I was being eaten by a fillet. Do we want to grab that now?
Yeah.
Or should I wild shape in? We could kind of do this all at once.
Let's do what you think is best. Get all the chests.
Cool. I will wild shape into an ape.
Alright, so you poof turn into an ape.
And then I'm going to go down this way.
Warbanner will follow.
Alright, oh, hang on, freeze. So, Oscar, as you're walking, there's suddenly a collapse as the floor gives way, and I need a dex save.
Let me pull up the ape. So he has the same dex as me.
Yeah, it would use your ape's dex save, I believe.
Yeah.
So you stumble and manage to grab the edge before careening downward. I need an athletics check to prevent yourself from falling. You all see this as well. Someone could try to run over to help him if you want, but there is a explosive rune there. Or throw a rope or something.
One with him out.
All right,
I
so go ahead. You would use the ape's athletics, by the way.
Yeah.
So I think the ape does have a strength bonus.
D20 plus 3.
All right. Well, you can use the 13 you rolled. So 16 would be enough, and you pull yourself out of the hole before you go falling in. So you see the ape like just kind of grabbing. Actually, don't apes have a climb speed?
They do.
Yeah.
All right. So you wouldn't even need to roll athletics. You would just climb out.
Cool. Oops, excuse me. Then I'm gonna hop on over to the other side or pop out the other side.
All right. So the chest was up north. You remember that, right? This is a new place you're going to.
Yeah.
Can I get visions through my
Yeah, give me a moment. Actually, something's going on with my lighting here. Why is this revealed? Just pretend you didn't see that. So
everything.
Yeah. Everything. Alright, so you're concentrating to gain sight through your owl.
Yep.
Which gives you 120 dark vision. Alright, so this is what you'd see.
Damn.
Ooh. So you get to the south there, and the cave turns two ways, east and west, and kind of dead ends otherwise.
I am going to go west or east, I guess this is.
Freeze.
Alright.
Freeze.
Not awful.
I need another deck save as your. Oh no! Alright. So the ape
Doesn't matter.
"Whoa!" and sort of careens downward. How many wild shapes do you have per short rest?
2.
All right, so you fall, let's see, 30 feet, slamming into some stone down below. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Jeez.
How much does your ape have?
19.
Alright, so he is wounded, but he's still alive. You didn't lose the form. And you are at the bottom of this hole. And I need a concentration check. Sorry. Because you might lose your spell. Because you've been kind of moving quietly up till now. So, con save, which again you would use the ape's con. Or I think, actually,
Would I thought
for wild shape, I forget.
I thought I still got my intelligence, wisdom, and
yeah, but
I will check.
I thought for wild shape you use the the physical attributes of your animal and the mental ones of yourself.
So.
But that's fine with what you rolled. You're fine anyway. So you keep the spell, and you're kind of laying at the bottom of this pit. What do you want to do?
Can I use my climb speed to crawl on out?
Yes. So you use some handholds in the wall, which is kind of falling apart. But being a monkey, you're kind of used to that, and you are able to climb out. So you are once again up top. At the end of this hallway over here, you see a cave.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That is not. That is not a box.
What's your passive perception?
Is an ape. 11.
11.
13. 13.
So
Sorry.
you feel a bit of rumbling again as you get to this area.
I'm gonna turn around and go the other way.
Okay. Are you stealthing?
I'm gonna do my best to, yes.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
D20 plus 2.
So 17 or 19. So yeah, you're being pretty stealthy. Luckily, this spell is paying off. As you creep through the hallway. Creep.
Check this way.
Alright, so in this room, you see what appear to be 2 more of those. Well, actually, I don't think you see anything, but the owl might see something, right?
Yes.
I don't. He doesn't see much. It's all dim.
Oh, it's dark in here for you? Alright.
Or it's I can see in here, but it's oh, I see it. Just very faintly. It's extremely faint.
Yeah, which is the effect of dark vision. It's hard to make things out. But yeah, you would see like 2 obsidian boxes over in the dark over here. Although you don't really have a way of conveying that.
The owl just kind of bobs his head up and down and hoots like very softly.
I feel like an owl could convey a message like that.
You notice that the owl is like sticking close to the wall too.
All right. As you're walking forward, suddenly a being seems to form out of dirt to the north of you, and a large creature is now standing before you.
Jesus Christ.
It is staring at you as you approach the chests, but it has not done anything yet. What do you want to do? Do you have Arcana?
I do not.
Okay, so you have no idea what this thing is.
Nope.
I mean, does Lokun know what it is with looking through the owl's eyes?
Actually, you might. Give me a moment. And then give me an Arcana check. Alright. So, yes, you kind of gasp as you do recognize this thing.
You hear
a large golem made of clay.
You hear Lokun talk, but his eyes are still like rolled back in his head as he's like looking through the owl's eyes, and he whispers to the party, "Clay Golem."
So what you know about them? Golems in general are usually magical creatures created as servants for powerful wizards. You know clay golems are very dangerous, and this one could probably kill your group fairly easily. Clay golems are very powerful. They have the ability to drain hit points permanently from the things they hit with some kind of rotting disease that they do. Or is it a rotting disease? Some kind of magical rot they do. And they can haste themselves to attack much quicker. The one bad thing about them is that they're slower than other golems, so they are easier to outrun, but very dangerous if they can hit you.
Right. The owl kind of pecks a little bit at Oscar's shoulder, and he flies back.
Sure is tired of seeing things pop out and eat him.
Yeah,
So he is also going back.
As you walk back, the golem stops staring at you, and now is just staring at the south wall. It seems to not care about you anymore.
Cool. Well then, that was not the most fruitful adventure, but I will head back and cross the room.
Okay. So the ape of Oscar rejoins the group, and he looks kind of beat up, like he fell into a hole, because he's all dirty and banged up. But other than that, he looks okay.
And then I'm just gonna walk up here, my little apey self,
Okay.
and get this chest. Stealth.
All right, and the rest of you are staying behind.
Yeah.
Came back without the chest. There was no chest down there.
Yeah, so you did see there were two chests. All right, hang on, Oscar. As you get to here, you would notice in front of you what you thought was just a pile of rocks.
Oh no.
It is actually a boule sleeping there.
Jesus.
But so far, it does not seem to have noticed you. So you're stopped right here as the ape. Actually, give me a stealth check. Maybe it did notice you.
I hope it didn't.
31? Oh. No, you're good. So it is still sleeping at the time being. And there is a... You wonder if this is the one that chased you last time. Because there is a box next to it. Another one of those black boxes. Obsidian boxes.
I'm gonna try to grab the box.
Alright, you know that if you pick up the box, you might make some noise. You still going to attempt it?
Ooh.
Because it is on a stone surface, so it might scrape a little.
Yeah. Well, the owl is there. I see the owl behind me, right?
Yeah, he's flapping around in the dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to anyways.
Give me a stealth check for the owl, actually, because he is making some noise flying.
Even flying?
Yeah, he'd still be flapping, so... he does get the plus 10 because of your aura. Oh yeah, 31. Yeah, he's stealth mode. He's floating. Gliding through the air.
Stealthily.
Alright, so if you pick it up, give me another stealth check at disadvantage, because he is right next to you. Ooh. So, that was not what you wanted to roll. Let's see. Oh. But he doesn't wake up. I mean, it's still a 13, so it still isn't
Yeah,
terrible.
it's still not bad.
But yeah, no, he didn't wake up. He was not. He was not awakened by the sound of the bit of scraping you made. He probably stirs a bit as you make the noise, but then just settles.
Cool. Then Donkey Kong's gonna carry that box back.
So here, I'll give you control of the chest. One moment. You should be able to move it now.
Cool.
Give me one more stealth check as you're leaving the area, actually. This is a normal check. Oh, well. He's gonna make a... Let's see if he sees you this time. Nope, he rolled a 2. So yeah, you make it back without the chest. Or with the chest, and the creature is none the wiser. Luckily, he rolled very poorly, too. And of course, luckily you had the quiet spell, because that actually saved you both times. All right, so the monkey comes back from the darkness with this new chest. I assume
I'm
you tell them about
gonna unmonkey and become Dwarf Oscar again. And I try to lift the chest and it's way too heavy for me. But I let them know that there's a few more chests down to the southwest and a cave to the southeast. But I think it's a good idea to get out of here with this one.
Agreed.
Sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you've figured out a way. Well, actually, some of you are ritual casters, right?
Yes.
So I told you about how you could disable some of these, didn't I?
With a lot of arcane components,
Yeah.
I think like
So
was
it
it
would-
100 or something?
I think actually it's 50. Let me check my notes. Yes, it's 50 gold pieces per rune to disable them.
Okay.
Do we
Wow.
want to try to, or I'm all about taking this box back out and closer to the entrance.
I think that's a wise idea. Vince?
Yes, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Morgan
let's
looks
go.
at Locoon and goes, round number 4, I take it.
Yeah.
So you're leaving the area with the chest?
Yes.
Alright, I won't make you walk back. I'll just say you took it out. Because up till here, it's not too dangerous. Alright, so the group leaves this area, heading back out with the chest. And you are once again outside, or outside in the upper caves. It's now about 3 o'clock. After all the snooping and sneaking.
Shall we open this and then do our thing outside?
Yes. Sounds like a plan.
Alright, so you're opening up the last chest. Sorry, was someone saying something? And then I cut something
And of
off.
course, telling everybody to give us distance.
Alright, so you're doing the last one. Go ahead and give me some Arcana checks as you attempt to break in. Ooh, that's one red. Ramp. Second round.
Eric could probably help with this, eh? Or you don't have Arcana.
I think Morgan and Locoon are the only ones who do.
Oh my god, Morgan.
Ah,
Oh,
phew.
Locoon
Thank you.
pulls it out though. Second one is a success, so that's 1 and 1.
Oh
Nova!
no.
Ooh, that's 2 and 1.
Can I mean, are the other guys like at least within 30 feet of me?
What other guys?
us.
My
Oh,
allies.
the allies? I thought they all backed up.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they within 30 feet though? Yeah.
I mean, not currently. You could run up to them though if you want with the beeping chest.
That's all right.
We back away 35.
Yeah. Whoa there, buddy. What are you doing? All right, so
we're in.
it's 2-1.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yes!
Morgan
Nat
pulls it out.
Dual
2-2.
net 20s.
2-2. It's all tied up.
All right, one more.
Yep, one more. Oh, there it is. All right. So, yeah, you would get the box open with the last check. And inside, it looks like there are 2 scrolls and another 2 potions.
Oh, wow. I identify everything.
All right, we are getting close to the end times. But, yeah, we can do the identify quick.
The end times?
The end of the game.
Okay.
Not technically the end times, but give me a D10 roll for the scroll. 7. So the first scroll is the Tensor's Floating Disc spell.
Nice.
And give me another D10
Nice.
roll.
It's useful.
The second one is Comprehend Languages. Another first level spell scroll.
Ooh.
I already had that, I think.
And
Oh no, I didn't.
The 2 potions are both normal healing potions.
All right.
All right. So
I'll let the party know.
you took those down.
Yep, I jotted it down.
All right. All right. So I think this is a good place to stop. You can figure out who gets that stuff. It's up to you. But give me MVP votes.
Logan, can you just track that on yours for now?
Yep.
Okay, cool. MVP.
So MVP vote is basically you just vote for whoever you think should get the MVP award for the night, and that will give you an inspiration point if you win it. Are you familiar with inspiration rules, Braca?
Yeah, at least generally.
So instead of inspiration, I do like the normal rules. I do points where you can have up to 10 of them stored. And it basically just works like inspiration, except you can, like I said, have up to 10 and spend them to gain advantage on rolls. So give me a whisper and roll 20 with who you think should be MVP, which is basically this with without the parentheses.
And then just put your
Just
20 name there. Just
/W space GM and then the name of the person or the character who you think should get the MVP vote. And you start with 1 inspiration point, so just somewhere in your sheet, make sure you note that you have 1 when you start. I think I know who's going to be MVP, but we'll see. So yeah, you basically just don't have the parentheses, but with yeah, it's fine. They know who you voted for, but with 3 votes, Lokun is MVP. Congrats.
Nice.
nice.
Good job.
Identification for the win.
Lots of IDing and lots of Arcana checks to open boxes. That was pretty tense, that last one there.
Oh yeah.
Morgan's Arcana checks were just getting worse as we went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Charge out strong.
the one with the belay coming out while I was trying to disarm it. I was
Yeah.
like, need it.
All right. Well,
Nice.
hopefully everyone had fun, and I'll see you next week.
Good
Y'all
times.
Good
take
night,
care.
guys. Great
All
night.
right, everyone, take care.
Yeah.
Man, these sessions should be 10 hours long.
I don't. Oh God, no! I already play too much D&D. I couldn't do 10 hours.
Yeah, no, you got so many other groups too.
I mean,
I can,
I didn't even do 10 hours when I was like doing it once a week.
yeah, that's a lot of strain, a lot of concentration.
Too much. Too much.
All right. Well, hope everyone watching had enjoyed as well, and I'll see you all next time.